evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 85 of Two Dudes and Some Bullshit. That's right, change up the music today. It's a special occasion. Same music we had on the other two-a-thons. It's Sunday, August the 30th, 2020, 6:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name's Dave McRae. I am coming to you live from the VoiceMann Studios in Toronto. He's Tony Michael, coming to you live from Atlanta, Georgia. And tonight is the big double feature, the original Halloween from 1978 and the original Black Christmas from 1974. Only Superchat Questions tonight, folks. This is a Billy-a-thon, our last one before the campaign ends. And and there's gonna be a Michael Myers mask, which is up for auction tonight as well. Tony is gonna bust that out for people. There it is. This one, this guy, he's on the chopping block tonight. This will go to the highest bidder of the night in terms of super chats. Now, remember, Tony, I'll let you,
Oh, no, I was just saying that's right. And the second place, I did announce that, and someone did ask me about that and DM'd me about that. Oh, okay,
cool.
I remember I mentioned that the second place winner will get a photo. You can pick from my Instagram. Right. You need to have Instagram. You need to be able to go onto my Instagram, and you need to be able to pick the photo that you want and let me know so that I can send it to you. Todd Fair, I'm still waiting for you, my man, to go onto Instagram and let me know which photo you want.
Todd, you got to do that.
So that is the second place prize. I forgot I mentioned that.
Oh, okay, cool.
A few weeks back when I announced I was gonna give the mask away. So yes, a photo is in play tonight, and our print shops have just reopened, so you won't have to wait. Georgia's kicking and running with businesses again here, so it's good. It's good stuff.
Perfect. Hang on, I'm just fixing my white balance here. I look a little, for some reason. I thought I looked a little green, but maybe not. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, that's a little better. So yeah, folks, an exciting night tonight, and everything raised via Super Chats will go to the campaign. Now, I know some people want to know how much we raised yesterday. I did a ballpark sort of figure, but I'm still waiting for the total to come in. It should come in. Maybe it'll come in. Maybe it's even in now. Maybe that total will be in while we're still doing the show. I don't really know. It's not there yet. I can give you a ballpark, and I will make the official announcement probably. What I want to do is I want to see how much we get today and then add it to the total we had yesterday and then do sort of like a grand total. Now, yesterday, obviously, we didn't go nearly as long as we did on the first Billy-a-thon. And so yesterday, after YouTube's commission, I think we're going to walk away with about $680, $700, which is pretty good. And, if we can get to that sort of place tonight, who knows? I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That'll be about an extra $1,500 that can go towards the campaign.
Absolutely. So, I saw someone leave a comment that, why bother, because you've reached your goal. And I'm like, hey, man, rainy day, you always need a cushion. It's always, you don't just want to hit 60. It's good to have a little window to work
100%.
With,
And that's why a lot of campaigns and a lot of films have stretch goals. Yep. And so you reach your target, but if there's still 5 or 6 days left, now there's 3 days left now in the campaign, but if there's still 5 or 6 days or 3 days or a day left, we still want people to help out the campaign because, there's always things that come up. It's always good to have some contingency. It's always good to have, maybe, we were going to settle on that generator, but now we can actually get this one because of that extra $1,500 that came in, or
instead
we were going to
ramen noodles, you can get cheese pizza now. Yeah, right.
right. But you know what? And sometimes, God, we were going to shoot for 5. Now we can shoot for 6 days, or what we're going to shoot. Now we can
stretch that budget and get some room to play.
100%. It doesn't go into our pockets, folks. It goes into the production, into the campaign. Anybody who's ever done this knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yep. If you've never done it, it might look kind of like, well, why would you need it? You've already got it. It's always good to have just a little bit more. And so the campaign is still on right now. There's 3 days left. Our total right now, if I just refresh the page before we launch into our movies here, the total right now, we are sitting at 619 backers, 61. Nice. Now, this is the grand total. Canadian, $61,793, 102%. There are 3 days left.
Equates to what? 2 million in American?
No, be less than that, actually.
Less than that, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be less than, no, it's about 47,000 US, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, and
cool shit,
so
dude. Good
yeah,
shit.
and 3 days left. There's still lots of perks available, including 36. There's still 36 available of the advanced screening perk. And that's a great price point. You know, it's about 170, 180 bucks US, and you get to watch the movie with myself and Bruce and the cast and the crew over Zoom when the movie comes out. It's like the official screening, so to speak, the official premiere, let's say, and you'll get to attend that online.
Nice.
There's a Q&A afterwards. You get a poster, you get a Blu-ray, you get the digital download package, you get a special thanks on IMDb. I mean, you know, and there's still 36 of them left. And if we could sell out, well, not sell out, but hey, let's see if we can get four. So it makes it, no, I think, there's 34 left. Excuse me, there's 34 left, not 36. There's 34 left because we've sold 16. If we can sell out 4 by the end of the show, that would be cool too, because then that would be, there's 30 left. An extra 4. And I think it's a pretty good price point for what you get.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And yeah, so do not, just because we've reached it, there's still 3 days, you can still contribute and donate and pick up a shirt or a winter hat or a hoodie or, you know, a Blu-ray or the digital download package or whatever it is that you thought. So for those of you that think that because we've hit our budget, maybe now that it's kind of over, it ain't over till the fat lady sings, as they say. So that's the way it goes. Tony, anything you want to say here before we jump into this?
No, man, let's get it going. We got a 3-hour show here.
That's true. Let's do it. Okay, we're watching the original Halloween first, folks. 1978. We are paused on the black screen, just a couple of seconds. It's about a second before you hear and Compass International Pictures pops up. We're in sort of the black screen area. That's where we are just before that. So we'll give you a couple of seconds to line that up for those of you that are going to be watching along with us. And again, a reminder, it's nothing but Super Chat questions tonight. So if you want to get your question,
we'll answer, you know, questions that come out. I don't want people to feel left out.
No. But the whole idea, of course, is to have, you know, these Super Chat questions come in, because obviously it's about raising money. We'll go back to the regular kind of thing next week, of course, but I do want that to be sort of the central focus, because that's the idea. And if we sort of open the window to people asking everything, then kind of defeats the purpose of it. So, yeah, so here we go. Let's get started. Okay, we're watching the original Halloween. Where is it here? I have it up. Hang on, I got to find it. There we go. Okay, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The original Halloween, Nassar Brownlee. The theme just kicked in.
Yep.
Compass International Pictures
is up on the screen.
Yeah. I'm watching it on iTunes. Dave's watching it on Shutter.
Shutter, that's right. Shut up! That's right, watching it on Shutter. Oh, the original Halloween. It's probably about the 8,748.
I got the pumpkin lit up back there behind me.
I like that. I should have had my pumpkin down there lit up. I didn't even think to do that. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Hey, at least I got my shirt on today. I got my hat on today. Tony's got his on. I got the jacket draped over the chair. A Deborah Hill production. There's that,
you know, I keep saying it, but she's like that. She's the one missing piece to all of this that I wish she was still around to enjoy where this is at right now with the franchise.
Agreed. I do agree with that. Super chat from Ethan LeBlanc says, I'll drop this bomb to kick things off. Hey, you know what? It doesn't matter how much people donate, you know? Like I was saying yesterday on the stream, you can donate as little as 99 cents if you want to.
Yep.
Every little bit counts. Intel Wild says, what happens if 3 people all send in $500 for the mask? How do you break the tie? Well, we all get you guys to mud wrestle nude and send us the video. That's basically how it's going to happen. And whoever the winner is, I mean, you guys decide that, and we'll just send the mask to whoever it is. No, we'll figure that out if we cross that bridge.
Yeah. We'll worry about that then.
Yeah. Let me see here. Ethan LeBlanc sends in just a $9.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Ethan. Eric Olson says, hey guys, hope things are going well. I noticed that the girl in the Friday Part 2 photo that Tony posted not too long ago, she is an old friend of a close friend of mine. Small world after all. That's kind of fun.
Breesley? Are you talking about the girl that's in the most recent Friday one, or her sister? Because there's two of them. They're sisters.
Yeah.
Let me know which one.
Die Hard Drummer 84 says, where'd you get that Halloween jack-o'-lantern, Dave? The one down there? That was sent to me by a viewer. I think it was, I want to say it was, geez, why am I forgetting? I know who it is. I'm blanking for some reason. It was sent to me by a viewer. I did not purchase that. This hat, too, was sent to me by a viewer as well.
Good shit.
Yeah, the shirt I bought and the jacket I bought. But, yeah. So Michael Myers is a little weenie, little wimpy child. Michael Myers. he's approaching the door here. Now he's moving over to the side of the house.
Myers.
Padawan Myers, that's right. He's moving over to the side of the house here. He's about to go up to the window, and we're going to hear...
good old Sandy Johnson making out with her boyfriend.
That's it, the Minuteman. There he is.
There he is.
The Minuteman.
Michael's around someplace. Take that thing off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
Jesus.
Yeah, she starts beating him down on the couch.
Right.
Take it off.
Get off me. Get off me. That was the scene that they shot, but they just didn't decide to use. Thought it was a little too violent for its time.
I just noticed this extension cords for the first time running.
You just noticed that?
To the jack-o'-lantern.
Yes.
I thought it was legitly lit with a candle.
Oh, no. And actually, it's extension cords for some of the lights in the house as well.
I just noticed. See, you always pick up little things that you miss.
You do.
Even though you see the film like a million times.
Yeah, yeah.
There's the classic blue lighting.
Yeah, there it is. You can see a bit of the shadow of the camera, too, when they approach like certain walls and things like that. Yeah. And what's funny about this is that when you go into the living room, pay attention to the time. I forget what the time is, but it's nowhere near where it should be when the clock begins to chime. You know, just little things like that, right? But that's something that actually that could be avoided. I mean, if you knew, although maybe they didn't know until they were going to go into post, but if you know that you're going to have a clock chiming, see, what the hell's the time there? Looks like it's almost 9, like maybe like 8:40 or 8:50 or something like that. And the clock chimes in a maybe it chimes.
Now I know Deborah picks up the knife in the kitchen, but she also picks up the masks too, right? The clown mask on the floor. That's her hand as well too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. Such a great movie. Yeah, when there's the shadow of the But you know what? It's okay because that could be the shadow of Michael. It's completely innocuous. You really don't know what it is. And as look how narrow that staircase is. I love how narrow that staircase is. And as Michael's climbing the stairs here,
the old houses, that's how they were built, man. Like
that's right, old wartime homes.
The staircase shot I did recently with Michael and the girl, that's about the width of the staircase. It's a very narrow staircase.
Very narrow. Very narrow. Now, here's where the first cut is going to happen. It's all not one shot, contrary to popular belief. Of course, this is common knowledge. Here comes the first cut. Boom, there's a cut. And, of course, this isn't a mask over the camera. It's an optical effect, naturally. Done in post-production. But that would be the first cut. And then the second cut, I think, is when he turns to come out of the... Well, I'll tell you where I think the second cut is. I'm pretty sure it's there.
Michael!
There it is. Michael! Yep. Oh, yeah, just kick your fucking out, bitch. Come on. And you know what? I mean, watching this movie in 1978, you would never have known that. No. I mean, that this was a little boy. Okay, here comes the second cut. Okay, not a cut yet. It's when they, right before it turned to, I think the cut was right around there as they were coming down the stairs. Just before they turned to the stairs, or maybe a little bit before, there was a second cut there. Open the car, open the door. Yeah. Michael. Of course, there's a cut here, too, you know, obviously, to go to the other shot, but... Michael, there you go. And here's the cinematic tableau. So don't think about why are the parents just standing there. And I mean, in retrospect, if I was directing the scene, I probably would. It's not so
much just standing there. It's just Mrs. Myers just got this like resting bitch face, like.
Well, yeah. I mean? Well, this like, sure. Sure.
You know,
and
like,
it
let me
should
put
have
my
been.
hand to my jacket.
Yeah. Well, she shouldn't have put her hands in her pocket. It should have been it should have been like, it's a great tableau. It's
is.
fantastic. But yes, she shouldn't have put her hands in her pocket.
I will give credit where credit is
late.
due on this, even though I know you might disagree with me. At least Sherry Moon had a natural parent reaction in Rob Zombie's version when she's discovering the death of her kids at the house.
Yes, but she discovers the death of her.
Out.
Right, she discovers the death of her kids. They've yet to really know what's going on. So
Right.
it's more of that perplexed kind of like, what the hell, like, Michael, you know what I mean? And really, they should just stood still. I mean, they did, but she shouldn't have put her hands in her pocket. It's the hands in the pocket as the camera is pulling back that sort of kind of makes it a little
Dave,
messy.
have you ever done anything like this before?
Only minimum security.
I see.
This is such a great scene, though, because we go from that opening, which is so intense and iconic, to this scene. You don't see outside. It feels very claustrophobic, right? You know, it's not like you're seeing any civilization outside as they're driving. You don't see any lights passing. You don't see, it's just darkness, you know, and it's so great. And you're introduced to this guy. And the best line in this whole fucking scene is, what should we give him when we take him in front of the judge?
Try to understand what we're dealing with here. Yeah.
Try to understand what we're dealing with here. Don't underestimate it. Yep.
Don't you think you refer it as him?
As him, if you say so. That's right. Yeah, that's like the best moment in the thing. If you say so. Eric Olson sends in a $1.99 super chat and says, it was the one posted on August 2nd, blonde hair, for Tony, the girl there. From Friday, part 2. Jacqueline sends in a $9.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Jacqueline.
Now you're going to make me look, because I don't know what post that was.
August 2nd. Girl had blonde hair.
Oh, that's got to be, what's her name? It's not Breeze. It's, Never. Ever. Because that is the law.
That's right. That is the law. That's the fucking law, bitch. The car peels off out of the... That's the way it goes.
Oh, Aaron.
Go on, move.
Okay, Aaron. Yeah, Aaron's cool. We're going to be doing some more stuff together here soon. I liked working with her.
Yeah.
Wait. Shouldn't we wait?
Wait! Yeah, I think we probably know we could recite every fucking line in this whole movie. Probably. It's that kind of movie. I can do that with this movie. I can do it with all the original Star Wars trilogy.
No, there's Nick in the one scene he did not like doing.
Yeah, that's right.
He hated doing this one scene.
Yeah. He hated it.
You can't blame him. It was cold, raining. Like, that can't be fucking fun. Getting paid $25 to do this. Not that's literally, but you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Ethan LeBlanc sends in a $9.99 super chat, says, Dave, how much of Loomis would you be okay with seeing in the flashback sequence if he's in it? Should it strictly be from the back with his voice replicated, etc.? It all depends on the execution, but I would... Yeah, I don't know. Because it really is in the execution. I mean, instinctually, if I was doing it, and I had to have Loomis in there, I would be a combination of like from the back, maybe you hear his voice, Michael, or something like that. You can
always cap someone, have the same, hair on the side.
But I wouldn't recast him and have all this extra dialogue and exposition, and he's talking to the police going, well, I think it's just like, no, don't do that. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. But, I mean, if they can pull it off and make it look convincing and not, ruin people's childhoods, then, knock themselves out. It's a very green autumn.
If a movie ruins your childhood, you got bigger issues.
Oh, I hate that saying. I hate the saying.
You got much bigger issues.
It all started with George Lucas in the Star Wars prequels. Lucas ruined my childhood. He didn't fucking ruin your childhood. You know what? I'll tell you who ruins childhoods, okay? Fucking loser parents, sexually abusive, pedophile parents ruin childhoods, okay? George Lucas didn't ruin your fucking childhood. Well, because it's so extreme.
I know.
And there are people that take it so seriously. They get so angry and they go off and it's like, fuck, put it into context, people. Now, there are people out there that say that sort of, you know, sarcastically, but there are people out there that fucking mean it, and it's like, get off your, shut up, ruined your childhood.
The dude who made me that Camp Crystal Lake sign is making me an exact Strode Realty sign that's on the side of his car.
Nice.
Yeah,
love it. So Mr. Strode right here is heading off to oh no, I guess that would have been earlier. That would have been a lot earlier. No, I can't make that joke because it wouldn't make any sense. I've walked these streets here, as many many Halloween fans have. I remember that. It looks the same. See, now where Lori is, where Lori's walking now, and she walks up to the Myers house. It's just a bunch of condos, not like condo towers, but just like condo housing now.
Mm-hmm.
That's there.
Lori!
Hey, Tommy. Oh, it's high.
Yeah,
Tommy.
I've seen some updated videos of people there, and I think it lost a lot of its character and charm of what you're seeing here. Even though it's a California neighborhood supposed to be set in the Midwest, farm town of Haddonfield, to me, looking at the modern, I don't like it. I like this look better. This is kind of an ideal neighborhood that I would want to live. Well, I sort of live in it, but I just don't have the sidewalks like they do.
Right. I understand that.
Myers house.
The Myers house? You're not supposed to go up there.
Yes, I am.
Lottie Elam says that's a bad house. Lottie Elam says that's a bad house. Lottie Elam!
Tommy, shut up! Fuck, Tommy. Little poor Brian Andrews.
Wasn't the house legit really abandoned when they made this? Yeah.
Yes, the house was abandoned. They actually put it, made it look lived in. And I believe,
right?
Yeah, for what they needed. And I believe they shot the beginning last, if I'm not mistaken.
Would make sense because it's probably a lot of work to
yeah.
Alone, just the two
of us. I want you
on the Billboard
to
charts.
Me. Ow!
I wish I had you
it,
all
Laurie.
alone.
Now, you see that shot there where she's walking away from the camera. If you look to the left over there, you see those cars parked on the street?
Yeah.
Just beyond those cars is where the Myers house is now. Beyond those cars are where the Myers house is now.
The doctor or dentist, whoever bought it and moved it?
Yeah, it's just on that corner there.
Is it a doctor or a dentist?
No, it's like an insurance place.
Oh, okay.
It might have been a couple of places over the years. For those of you that remember, do you remember the VHS version of this movie? When they were walking, back there, they'd walk and they'd turn this corner, and then all of a sudden it would like cut and they would come into frame again. It was a weird cut that they fixed for the DVD releases. But if you watch an old version on VHS, there's some weird fucking cut in their walk. It's so strange. But I love that acknowledgement. He was doing very well last night. Somebody around here gave him a... Now, what the teacher's talking about here and fate and everything, it's so important. It's basically the message of the movie. I mean,
Which is what I love about H2O, and they brought that narrative back into the movie where Laurie, fate, facing the monster, facing Michael.
Right.
There he is, just
creepy
chilling,
guy, just creeping.
Nothing to see here.
No, nothing to see. Nothing to see, folks. Nothing to see. Reminder, folks, this Michael Myers mask right here that you're seeing on the screen is up for grabs tonight. Tony Michael that is a photo that Tony took. It's a mask that he has. It's going to the highest super chat of the night. You can own that Michael Myers mask right there. And now there's Tony's holding it up in person. So I just showed a photo of it. And Tony is holding it up in person now, and that's it. highest super chat of the night at the end of the night.
Something tells me someone's going to throw a Hail Mary during Black Christmas just before it ends. I just got this feeling a Hail Mary's coming.
You might be right. You may be right.
Some Tom Brady 22nd, 90-yard drive shit.
As Dr. Loomis says, you may be right. 194 people watching. That's right. And don't forget, the Indiegogo campaign for It's Me, Billy is still on. I know what you're thinking, but Dave, you reached your budget. Yes, but there's still 3 days left and perks available. A little extra always helps. Trust me. Right. We may go over budget. We try not to, but you never know what might happen. Things happen, and maybe we can get that instead of this. There's still a little bit of time left and all that, a little bit of extra help. So the campaign is still active. It'll be active until Tuesday. A lot of perks still available, so check that out if you can. There's little Mickey Yablons. When I had dinner with him and his wife and his son, I gave him the Trick or Treat Studios card, like the playing card or whatever. Not playing card, but you know how they have, like, the Halloween cards?
Yeah. I gave it
to him. He was floored. He was like, fuck, I have my own, like, action card or whatever. I was like, yeah, you do. You're like 10, but you do.
True.
So he thought that was fun.
When you look at Nick walking along the side of that fence there, again, it just proves what I was, I've always talked about, when people say, like, my Michael's small, Nick Castle's not a big guy. And I always mirror my photos after the original Michael Myers. Right. I don't mirror it after Wilbur or Tyler Mane or, who played him in 5?
Don Shanks.
Don Shanks. Yeah. You know what I mean? So this is the version that I model my photos after because it's the version I prefer better.
Right.
Average guy, nothing big, nothing menacing about him, but fucking creepy as fuck.
Yep. Tommy is so dumb. He doesn't even notice this station wagon beside him. Fucking idiot. No.
He's just in his own world.
He's in his own world. Super chat, Jack Ellis. Thank you, buddy. He says, my question is, where are Laurie's parents in H2? I answered this one time before. It's irrelevant because because remember, the whole movie, part 1 and 2 take place in one night. So, and part 2 would take place over the course of, a few hours, right? And there's a line in part 2. I think it's Mrs. Alves. Is that her name? Nurse Alves? Mm-hmm. She says something to the effect of, we've tried to contact your parents. They're not at home and they're not at the party that they were at. So, they're assuming that they're driving home, because this is a time when you had no cell phones, right? You couldn't get in touch with people until they got home. And that's all you need to know, that her parents are out there. And then while they're out there trying to get home and this shit is going down, but because it ends in the morning, we never get a chance to see the reunion. So it's assumed that, she's being transferred to another hospital. Her parents probably meet her there. And, her parents were at a Halloween party not thinking anything is going down.
They were fucking in a closet at the party.
There you go. And then by the time they get home, Laurie's not there. And they might be thinking she's still babysitting. You know what I mean? And they may not want to call the Doyle house because it's so late. And then maybe they turn on the TV when they get home and it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning or something. I don't know. Or turn on the radio and there's the fucking news. It's like, holy shit. But you know what I mean? Like, it's irrelevant. It's all because of that line. Had they not mentioned that line, it might be like, well, this is a little strange. Like, where are the parents? But the parents they haven't even got the news. It was a very different world, my friends. I mean,
very different.
Now it's like, why didn't I text her? I mean,
right. Now it's like you can get a hold of someone in seconds. Back then, it could take you a while to get a hold of someone and track someone down.
Take you a long while. Yeah, because if you're not home, then you're not being contacted. Because even if you're at a restaurant, if you're not at home and you're out, you are unreachable. Because very rarely do people call. It's either that or you call or you try to figure out which restaurant they're at or party they're at, and they try to call it's really hard. It was really hard. And it's not like, I was born we were born obviously in the late 70s, but we even still through the 90s, when we were teenagers, there were no cell phones until the late I didn't have my first cell phone until I was 21. So as a teenager, you'd call your friends, and if they weren't home, they weren't home. I didn't know how to get a hold of them until they got home, and you'd leave a message, and sometimes you'd wait hours. And
I love these girls, but man, they look like college students. They don't look like high school
100%.
students.
100%. Oh, yeah. No, they don't look like high school kids at all, and they never have. Let me see. Wayne Downey sends in a super chat.
Kills.
Oh, yeah, it's coming up. Watch for Leslie Nielsen in a scene from Forbidden Planet on the TV. It's the scene where Tommy tries to scare Lindsay right after Michael kills Annie. That's right. Yeah, he is in it. Yep, that is correct.
That's correct.
Michael Martinez. Hey, Tony, who made your Myers mask?
The guy, we're connected on Instagram. His name is Blackasai78. Rick Ramby is the gentleman. He's made all 3 of my Myers masks. The new one that I have back there that I've yet to do a shoot with, and I'm working on my other one, which is up there, which those 2 are now going to be my primary ones, and then the one that I'm auctioning off. He's done great work on them. Give him a follow. Blackus_eyes_78. Rick Ramby. Good dude.
Cool.
Very cool dude.
Very cool. Shout out to Rick. I wouldn't want to get you in deep trouble, Lori.
Bob and I've been planning all week.
Well, Bob's the fucking idiot. Todd Fair sends in a $50 super chat. Says, I will go on Instagram next day or so.
Good, man.
All right, Todd. Thank you very much, Todd.
All I need from you, Todd, is just leave a comment. This is the one I want. Your name, obviously, and I'll acknowledge you, and then we're off and running.
Right. Todd's in the lead here for that Myers mask if he wants it. Jake Messman said, oh, no, or were we going to? Yeah, that's right. Jake Messman says, hey, Dave, do you think if you did a fan film about Charlie Bowles that it would generate the same amount of interest as It's Me, Billy? I don't know. I'm not going to do a fan film about Charlie Bowles. I'll leave that to somebody else. But I would rather do I don't know. There's a variety of reasons. There's a number of reasons why some Indiegogo campaigns succeed and some don't. If you look at the stats, actually, the vast majority of Indiegogo campaigns don't succeed. Now, it all depends on what you're trying to raise, Yep. But there's I love that shot.
Iconic shot.
Yeah, iconic shot, walking towards, and Annie doesn't notice. Annie doesn't. It's for Lori. You know what I mean? It's purely for her. There's a lot of symbolism there too. Yeah. And again, as I've said many times, you are seeing the mask during the daytime, but you're always seeing it at a distance. And every time you see him, he's getting a little bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer.
End, we're there in the closet. Yep.
That's right. It's that storm, like I said, that dark, those dark clouds that are on the horizon. Often people have said, but Dave, I thought you didn't like. There was John Carpenter's smoke that went by. Dave, I thought you didn't like the mask during the day. The mask can be utilized during the day, but I don't think you should have the mask as like a medium close-up during the day, or in brightly lit light. It loses a lot of its features in shadow.
In the day, if I shoot Mike in the day, I always keep my Michael shots at a distance.
Yeah, it's the most important thing to do. And this movie did that very well. And then by the time you get to the nighttime stuff, like the very first time we ever see his mask with any clarity in close proximity, is when he kills Linda and lifts his head up into frame and puts the phone to his ear. That's when you get the first real good look at the mask. You do see it, before, like when he kills Bob and, in the back of Annie's car and whatnot, but not like that. Excuse me, Laurie, Mr. Creep Brackett. Hi, Laurie. It's the way he says that.
Cheesy jump scare, but it's good.
Everyone's entitled to.
I'm excited to see old Chucky back, Charles. That's his name, right?
Charles Cyphers. Be great to see him back.
Wonder how important. I wonder if he's going to have a little toe to toe with Michael, but maybe not come out good in the end, but enough to get a few shots in.
I think he should beat the shit out of Michael and win, and that's how the whole series ends. No, obviously not.
I wouldn't mind like a little toe to toe, like some shots. He gets some shots on Michael for the revenge of the death of his daughter, but overall, I think Michael would overpower him.
Right.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
That's true. Mendel Goodman sends in a super chat, says, for support, but I sent another super chat you missed. Oh, you did? Let's go back and check. Mendel. Oh, there you are, Mendel. $5 super chat says, if you ever watch The Ice Cream Man, Smith Grove Sanitarium location is in it. Fun fact. Oh, very cool. I have heard of that movie. I'll have to check that out.
Same here.
That's pretty cool. This house has not changed. Like if you go to South Pasadena and go to this house, the Strode House.
The Strode House?
Yeah, it looks like identical. Here comes this great. Now, again, this is the only thing in this movie. There's a lot of layers here, but it's the only thing in this movie that could be perceived as literally supernatural. There he is amongst the sheets. Laurie does not turn her head, and now he's gone, right? So it's not like Laurie turned her head, looked back, and he's gone. Like
well, I'm wondering if in the sequence, when she's looking, when the cut back to her, that she sees him walk away.
I don't think that's the case.
There's your "It's Me, Billy" phone.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Looks like it. I don't get that sense. I think I think how that scene plays out for me is it's fucking with her mind. So she's not fully convinced that she saw what she saw. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because he's there 1 minute and then he's not. And she's kind of like, and yes, did he literally probably just walk away? Yes, she probably didn't see it. You know, because the sheets, were blowing. And if she did, maybe she saw the end of his leg and she's like, what the fuck was that? It's creepy as all fucking hell. And it's very well done. There, not there, and there's nothing that is, again, it's that supernatural edge. There's an edge, there's a flavor, but it's not overt. It's not cheesy or predictable or pedestrian, which is pretty much the same thing. But I mean, yeah, it's cool. And again, watching this movie within its context, it feels small. It's a creepy little sort of ghost story. I often say ghost story, and some people, I got into a discussion with. I
just gotta say, I'm more focused in on the super chat battle between Intel Wild and Todd Fair going on right now. They're dropping some bombs right now.
Intel Wild and Todd Fair dropping bombs. Well, this will be interesting.
Big bombs.
Let me.
Both of them are going nuclear with this shit.
Okay, well, let me finish my story, and then I'll take a look at that.
Like legit, dude.
When I say that, because I got into a fun discussion with Cody Leach and Vincent DeSanti about whether Halloween's a ghost story or not. And they're like, Halloween's not a ghost story. What's going on? And I think somebody had talked about it, and I piped in and I said, well, I say that a lot, so maybe they got that from me perhaps. But to clarify, when I say Halloween's a ghost story, I'm talking about there's a vibe. It's the kind of story that you could tell by a campfire. Obviously, it's not literally a ghost story like Poltergeist or Ghost Ship or something like that. I don't mean he's literally a ghost, but there's a vibe. There's a ghostness to Michael's character. There's that there, not there. There's the pale coldness of the white mask looming in the darkness. It's like a ghost story, the kind of story you would tell by a campfire. There's that flavor to it. It's not literally a ghost story. So, that's where I hope people sort of instill nuance and kind of get what I'm trying to say about that. You know what I mean? It's like saying that this is kind of a Hitchcockian kind of movie. It's not a Hitchcock film. No, I know, we know. But there's that flavor to it. You know what I mean? It's that theater of the mind. It's that, so.
Frank, I didn't forget to tell people that the first mask that I received was donated to me. I said that like a few weeks ago. Yeah, but the first mask was donated to me. That's why I'm not selling it and why I'm contributing it for Dave's movie, and
I appreciate that.
And not taking any money from this at all. The other two I bought from the guy who created the masks.
Right. Appreciate that very much. So the graveyard keeper here is telling the Charlie Bowles story. He went back into the house,
Charlie Bowles,
kissed his wife and his 2 children goodbye, and then he proceeded to. Yeah, Loomis is not interested. I mean, could Loomis have been a little?
He's got tunnel vision right now.
That's exactly it. He's thinking about something else. Could Loomis have been like, oh, that's creepy, I don't want to hear it? Yeah, maybe. But it's more like, where are we? Like, I don't give a fuck about your story. I'm focused on this right now.
Which is why I always said, people thought Loomis was a part of letting Michael out, that theory. And I was like, no, you watch his mannerisms. He's on a one-track mind to find him.
Yeah.
I mean, he wouldn't, if he let him out, dude would be sitting back like he wouldn't have called and said to warn them at the payphone there.
That's it. Yeah,
when they had those payphones, and he wouldn't be like you just said. He's got a one-track mind. Yeah. To find him, and he's looking for him, and he's searching for him.
That's it.
Which again, that's my other argument too. when I shoot out in the fields in the country area of why I feel Haddonfield is this big ass town. It's a big country town, and why they set it in the Midwest. Because if it was a small little town somewhere, it wouldn't take you long to track down, a dude in a fucking mask driving around in a fucking station wagons with Smith Groves on the sign. But if you're in a country farm town, like places out where I shoot, it's going to take you time to fucking travel around town and go to different places and see if you can eventually find this individual. Yep.
True. Smoking the weed. They're smoking the weed. Let's see this super chat battle going on here. Todd Fair, $50. I will go on. Oh, I got that. Jake Messman, I got that. And then Intel Wild, 5001. Tony, you mentioned it was on the smaller side. Does your head fit good in the mask?
No, not in this one. It fits. Rick made the other two that were a little bit bigger so that my big ass head could fit in it, and along with the other guys. For this one, I had to find a guy who had, and thankfully my friend's boyfriend did. He had a very narrow, thin face, so he was able to fit in this. This one, really, honestly, and I said this back a few weeks ago, is really intended to be on display. You're not going to wear it unless you have a very narrow, thin face. Otherwise, it's going to be very tight on you.
Right. Gotcha. Lori and
Fred, aren't you gonna be late?
That's right. Aren't you gonna be late? I said, aren't you gonna be late?
Aren't you gonna be
late, honey? Come on. Yeah, bombs are going off here. Let me see. You guys are so silly. Todd Fair just says hello and sends in $100. Todd, amazing. Todd, unbelievable. Intel Wild, $100.01 and goodbye. Jesus, you guys. Todd Fair rips one with $200. Do I hear $9,000? $200. Todd Fair going hard into the paint. Unbelievable. Ethan the Blog, $4.99 super chat says the clash of the Titans for the mask has begun. Wow, you guys are incredible. Pace yourselves. Pace yourselves. Bud Gumperson says, breaking news, budget for It's Me, Billy reaches $1 million after bid war.
Right.
Breaking news, feature film, Blumhouse either takes us on or shuts us down. In other news, Todd and Intel in debt after taking $500,000, I think is what you meant, loans of bid war. That's
technically
funny.
You're not breaking any copyright law, though. You're not using the title Black Christmas, and I don't know do they own the rights to the character. It's Billy. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
it might not be
any law.
Yeah, no. There's. Yes, Black Christmas is in the title because it's Me, Billy, a Black Christmas fan film.
Yeah.
So now a Black Christmas fan film won't appear. Well, I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't think it'll appear in the movie itself. No, it's probably one of the. In regards to fan films, it's probably one of the hardest to peg any infringement on. There's a lot of originality to it, a lot of original characters that we've created. The title of the movie, I mean, is innocuous. You could call any movie that. Are there things in it that you could? Yes, but I think they're on the lighter side. And I just don't think like I said on the show yesterday on the Athon, 9 times out of 10, and again, anybody can shut anything down at any point, but if it's a short film and it's in good taste and it's promoting things positively, sometimes, they're like, okay, and where it becomes a real issue is if we made $3 million and decided to shoot a feature shooting on the equipment we're going to shoot on, because then it's going to look like people will be like, is this the real fucking thing? Like, holy shit. You know what I mean? And it's a feature.
If you raise like 100,000, you could turn it into a good feature.
Oh, you could. Well, yeah, you could. It would depend, though.
If you're smart with your money, you could, because you don't need to do any. You don't need to market because you're going to put it on YouTube, right? So there you go. That's it.
But it all depends on because it depends. Like, to do a real good feature, you want probably upwards of 300,000 or 400,000. Because like thinking of the equipment rentals and the camera costs and the location costs and the insurance costs and and then you have to double and triple everything. And if you're shooting for like a month, I mean, it can get pretty crazy. It depends on the scope of your production. Are there feature films that shoot for 100,000? Yes, but they're probably not shooting for, 1 or 2 months on the, on the Red Epic or the, Arri Alexa or, or something like that. I mean, it depends. It all depends. Every kid, here it is.
They may be right.
They may be right. They may be right. Are you okay, Dr. Loomis? I said they may be right! He starts screaming and yelling. What the fuck is going on? What is that? It's a dog. They're coming up to this scene here in a second. 226 people watching the big special Two Dudes double feature tonight. Halloween we're watching at the moment, followed by the original Black Christmas when Billy's going to get his jig on with Victoria Miro's grandmother. No, it's not really Victoria Miro's. I shouldn't say her real name. I should say her character name. Sam's grandmother. Victoria, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Don't hit any gooses. Did you catch it? No. Yesterday, when Victoria came on, these ladies are so awesome. She was asked a question, what was one of your most, like a bad moment you had sort of in your acting career? And she told the story about, and it's got so stereotypically Canadian. I'm like, oh, how, like, it's so cheesy. Like the only thing was missing was an igloo or something like that, which nobody lives in igloos up here, folks, unless you're like up in the Arctic or something. Contrary to how the Americans tend to depict us in pop culture. What's funny is that she said it was winter. She had to drive to set and it was far away. And the guy in front of her swerved and she didn't have time to swerve out of the way of a goose that was on the road. I'm like, a goose? I'm like, I've seen Canada geese around here, but I've never seen a goose like on the road. Like it just was so stereotypically Canadian, and she ran over it. She killed it. She killed the goose.
Poor goose.
Poor goose. Poor goose. Yeah. We're going to be teasing her about that.
Should get her like a stuffed goose, like for Final Day, and give it to her as a gift.
That might be kind of funny. Yeah, that might be funny. Here it is.
15-year-old.
I told there was nothing left. No reason. Now, listen to this. No conscience, no understanding, sense of life or death, good or evil, right or... This is all you need to know about Michael Myers. Everything, this exposition here of what Dr. Loomis is saying is all you need to know, all you need to ever know.
Face. The blackest.
And he's basically talking about how there's nothing left, no reason, no conscience, no understanding, and in even the most rudimentary sense of good or evil, life or death, right or wrong. I know that's in the wrong order, but he's basically saying that he's not thinking about his decisions. There is no motive. There is no rhyme or reason for what he's doing. He doesn't understand right from wrong, good or evil. In even the most basic sense, he's not understanding these things. It's very predatory-like. It's very instinctual. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he doesn't understand basic human things like that's a car, that's a donut, that's a piece of cheese. But whatever this force in that's driving him, he's not making these complex decisions. There's no motive for what he's doing, and just saying because he feels like it is not a motive. When we talk about motive, we talk about sort of premeditated, like planning things out. He sees a girl that he has no history with this girl in this movie. He has no history with this girl, and he's even if she does remind him of Judith, he's not sitting there probably, she reminds me of Judith, I think I'm going to go. It's more of a subconscious thing. You know what I mean? And that's all you need to know about Michael Myers.
The shitty part about not having Paul Rudd as Tommy Doyle is I can no longer use Tommy Doyle's journey of loving comic books, battling Michael Myers, becoming Ant-Man.
No, now it's got to be loving comic books, going on vacation to Wally World.
Right. Coming back to fight Michael later in life. That's it.
Hi, Lester. I'm about to be ripped. Every time she says, I'm about to be ripped apart by the family dog, it's like I feel like she's going to say, I'm about to be ripped apart by the fucking dog.
Lindsay's like, I don't give a fuck what you're saying. I'm
Lindsay
watching
doesn't
this
give a
horror
fuck.
movie. Okay.
Lindsay gives no fucks right
Lindsay
here.
Wallace is a horror fan fanatic. She's true horror. She's like,
Oh,
do
yeah.
not interrupt me. I'm watching
yeah.
my shit.
Yeah, she's into it. She's into it.
And she's hot.
Kylie Richards today? Yeah, I guess so. She's a little too high maintenance for me.
Well, minus the high maintenance part of her.
Yeah, she's a Beverly Hills housewife, so it's kind of like
I couldn't afford her.
even if I could, I don't want her. Here comes one of the greatest shots in any fucking Halloween movie. Right
And
here.
it's fucking our girl.
Boom!
Our
And that's
girl
Deborah Hill.
Deborah Hill dressed as Michael in this iconic shot.
That's very Hitchcock. Yes,
Yep.
that's right. Tony's got the shirt. Yep, that's very Hitchcock right there. That's a great shot. Amazing. But yeah, that's actually Deborah Hill standing there across the street.
The boogeyman's outside. Lori, look. Lori, he's out there.
There's nobody out there. That's great. Or he is out there and he's doing a little dance. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Go back to the Super Chats here. Super Chat from Frank Riker says, my Super Chat is weird. It's supposed to be $2,000. Frank. TJZ says, my favorite in the franchise is H1 and H6. Love the atmosphere in both, especially in H6. Good luck with It's Me, Billy. Can't wait. Thank you very much, TJZ. And yeah, the atmosphere in H6, especially coming off of the atrocity that is H5, is definitely
The aesthetic look of
step
H6
up.
is really good. The fall atmosphere,
Yep,
like I
it's
will
fantastic.
say that it's good.
Yep. Kevin Bacon's boner going hard into the paint with $2. Thank you, boner. Kevin Bacon. Good old Kevin Bacon's boner. Just a reminder, folks, that it's nothing but Super Chats tonight. This is our last-a-thon before the end of the Big Billy campaign. The It's Me Billy campaign is still live. There's 3 days left. We have reached our goal, but there's still some time to get some perks. There are still perks available, so feel free to check them out. T-shirts, hats, hoodies, advanced screening, Blu-rays, posters. Lots still available, folks.
I've got a photo, and I've shared it on Instagram, of the dog trainer who helped Carpenter film this scene, and you see the actual shot of the trainer holding Lester in his arms.
Yes, that's right. And he's not wearing a mask or anything.
No, he's not wearing a mask.
That's it.
That's why you don't see the mask. You see like the legs here.
That's right. Yeah,
but I'm
that's
amazed that he was able to get his dog to go limp. I mean, that's
yeah.
You know,
well,
that's
I think
not
it's slow motion too. It's been slowed down a little bit too.
Even
so
still, you know what I mean?
Leg
fact that
probably,
the leg,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
The thing from outer space.
There it is.
We should watch this one night. I've got
Lock
it. Do you?
your doors, bolt your windows, and turn out the light. Don't be afraid. That's coming.
Do you have this? Do you have this movie?
I don't have this movie. I saw it years ago, but I don't have it.
We should do this one night.
That'd be good. We gotta do John Carpenter's The Thing too.
Oh, for sure. I heard that this week they're remaking that, or is that?
Well, it's in
like
it's
definite, or is it potential?
It's being talked about.
Anytime now I see it, all I do is go, of course it is. You know,
Yeah, of course.
Now I'm just at a point where I'm just like, yeah, of course that's being remade. Why not?
Yeah. No.
So I mean, Halloween
The
night.
fuck is that statue behind them? Looks like a fucking ape in like a real sexual position.
Correct. It looks like a panther.
Or a panther. Yeah, a panther.
Fucked up.
Yeah, you're
man.
right. Actually, it looks like
Black Panther.
oh, that's sad.
Dude, I didn't even know
That's
that he
sad.
was sick. And the
Nobody
fact that
knew.
he was sick and he made those movies, yo,
Nobody
that's
knew.
a G, man. That's like you love something that much to do, and you've got colon cancer, and you're fucking fighting through that, and you're making action films and shit. That's so much respect for that guy.
I don't know. I have a like. I get it. It's in a fantasy because of what he did for a living and because of the industry he works in. There's a heroic nature about it, and of course, obviously, he was Black Panther. But if he wasn't a celebrity working in the entertainment industry, people would call him a fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean? Because it'd be like, like, I'm not saying he's an idiot. I'm just saying that there's this.
The world today would. Yeah.
Right. Because, but I mean, like, if he was like a carpenter who had stage 3 colon cancer, who was just continuing to go to work, you'd be like, what are you doing? And then he died. You'd be like, well, fuck yeah. Of course he died. And he could be a great carpenter, building houses for people and shit. But dude, what are you doing? Oh yeah, this is a great shot. Great shot. Yep. Through the window, seeing the mask there. One of the best, again, there's a ghostness to it, right? There's a ghostly aspect about it. That's what I mean when I say that. So yeah, like there's part of me that kind of, I'm being pulled. I'm like, oh, Chadwick, what are you doing? But like, I understand, that, you want to be like, I totally get it. And listen, I can tell you the entertainment industry is not forgiving, and if you don't do it, somebody else will. Somebody steps in and it's, I totally get it, man. But it's so sad at the same time because it's like, I sometimes wonder if the stress of doing the parts he did, because it's not easy, man. No, it's not easy. If the stress, maybe he was going to die anyway. Maybe he was going to die anyway. And maybe he knew that and didn't say anything. I don't know. Maybe his doctors were like, you know what, dude, like you got 5 years at most. And he was like, hey, I'm going to go out and be Black Panther then. Who knows? We don't know. But I feel sort of this pull. I love that too. Looking at Annie, seeing him in the background. Yeah. Oh, it's great. Come on. That's how it's, and in 1978, seeing that's how it's done, man. It's
I wonder if people caught that though originally in the theater.
You know what? In the VHS, when it was just 4:3, he wasn't even in frame.
So there you go.
He wasn't even in frame. Yeah. Because I remember when I saw this for the first time in 16:9 or Anamorphic, I was like, oh, dude, there's so much I didn't even see. Hello? Yes? I'm a future Beverly Hills housewife here? Yes. But yeah, like I feel sad because I'm like, oh, dude, I would have loved to have seen you in so many other things. Like maybe, just maybe.
Great. And, did you see 42, the Jackie Robinson movie?
Yeah. He was great in that. He was great in that. I just sometimes, there's part of me that I think maybe if he had taken care of himself, maybe taken, some time to, maybe he would have gone into remission and he would have beat it. And then he would and I'm kind of like, I don't know any of the details. I have no idea. But
didn't Michael Mann died of colon cancer, right?
Was it colon cancer? So, yeah, a lot of people have. A lot of people have. And I just feel kind of sad, because... And I know that he's being hailed a hero, and that's fine. That's great. Certainly he was I get it. I understand it. But I think the entertainment industry sometimes, there's a bit of rose-colored glasses that sometimes come on to people where it's kind of like...
someone else is going to, and that's a tough pill to swallow.
Exactly. That's just it. And it's not like, he was... Tom Cruise or Harrison Ford. He was still up and coming. Black Panther was, he wasn't quite a household name yet. Maybe in your household where you're superhero nuts, but you could say that in somebody's household and like, I don't know who that is. You say Harrison Ford or Tom Hanks in most everybody's household, they know who that is. He was up and coming and he was a great actor, handsome, dashing, talented. And I just feel kind of sad because I'm like, oh dude, maybe you should have, maybe, so, short-term pain for long-term gain. Like maybe, okay, you're not Black Panther, but maybe you become something even bigger and better. Maybe you become Bond, maybe you become, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I just feel I feel sad because I'm like, was it too much? Did he push himself too far?
I was just like, what? Like, I didn't even believe it when I first heard it. I was just like, yeah, right. And then like seeing it, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. And, my heart goes out to his family and everybody. It is sad. And again, I don't want people to misunderstand that I'm saying that he wasn't, that it wasn't a noble thing that he did while he was sick. It was. But sometimes in this world, was it the best thing for him to do? What's the most important thing in the world, right? For him to be Black Panther or for him to be alive? At the end of the day, it's, for him to be alive. But again, we don't know what the diagnosis, we have no idea whether he was like, he knew he was going to die, or maybe he felt like he was going to die, or maybe he was okay. And, but making that kind of movie could be really stressful. And anyway, I don't know anything about the details, of course, medically, but I just feel sad. I'm just like, dude, you're gone, man. Oh, maybe it wasn't the best thing. I don't know.
Mike, Mikey just popping up from everywhere. He's like, I'm just going to hide behind the car like this. You kids just walk past me. Don't worry about me. I'm going to pop up at my right moment.
Cancer spreads, Dave. Yes, it does. Oh, yeah, it does. But cancer can also go into remission. Mm-hmm. And stress, it's a known fact that if you don't take care of your body, if you put yourself through very stressful situations, and making a movie like Black Panther can be very stressful.
Yeah,
You're up all hours of the night.
Cancer right now.
Right. Well, that's it might not be good for your immune system needs to be like, his immune system was compromised, and added stress and lack of sleep and all that can really be bad, but it just makes me sad. Makes me sad.
Wait a minute.
Okay, I'm just going to say it. I would never date Annie. She's a bitch.
Of the 3
She's just
girls?
too snotty.
Yeah, I probably would date Linda.
I would never. Well, Linda would be more fun. She'd get annoying because you'd be like, Linda, 2 + 2 is 4. It's 5. No, Linda, it's 4.
I can deal with that.
But Annie, I don't know. Unless there's a side to Annie that we haven't seen yet, and she's actually quite humble and sweet, but she just seems so like, I'm going to sing, okay.
My favorite song in the whole wide world. Here we go. Oh, Paul.
Oh, Paul. No keys.
But
please, my Paul. Folks, reminder, nothing but super chats tonight. We're raising money for last Billy-a-thon here, double feature.
Boy, the girls in this movie sure got a thing with losing keys, don't they? Annie, forgets her keys. Lori loses her keys later on.
That's true. If I'm ever able to get Nancy Kyes is her name now. If I'm ever able to get Nancy Kyes on my channel, on the show, on McRae Live, her and I will have to bust out a rendition of this song.
Absolutely.
It's just going to happen. I'm just going to say, okay, Nancy, we have to do it. Oh, Paul, just bust it out. She starts busting it out.
There's almost like not an episode that doesn't go by where we're not singing this song.
I know.
It's true.
Here it comes. Now, this is such a great creative choice, and it makes sense, looking through the side. You know what? I thought we were looking through the front windshield, and we're not. We're looking through the side there. Yeah, it's the side. I just noticed that. It's the side. But what's great about that is that when you look through the side, and the fog of the condensation, obviously because of the mask, and
breathing,
it blurs out the mask, which is great. So you don't see it clearly. So again, there's that ghostly supernatural vibe to Michael's look there, and it's really, really cool. Yeah, I would have, I'm not quite sure what happened there, but Lindsay, we're back inside now. Stand by to reverse polarity. This is when Tommy, and I love the shot that's about to come up. I love the shot when Tommy goes. Yes. Yeah. Dude,
I know. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. I've just got to find the right porch to do that on.
Right. It's so creepy and very Hitchcock, very film noir. When you look at those two shots, looking out the window and seeing the silhouette of Michael, and then this shot right here, it's very film noir, very like a 50s horror movie or something, or a 40s horror movie, very like a black and white film or something. Like this shot right here. Oh, I love this. It's coming up. This right here. Oh, it's so eerie. It's like, what the fuck is going on across the street? Oh, I love that. And the way he kicks open the door. Michael kicks open the door. Have we ever seen Michael kick open a door very casually like that? I don't think we have. He just kicks open the door with his left foot. Love it, man. Fuck, this movie's flying by.
Even when you watch Nick, now I don't know if it was Nick, but I'm pretty sure it was. When you watch him carrying Nancy, his walk still has a very nice glide to it. You know what I mean?
That's a very good point, Tony. That would be an interesting answer to know, is whether that was Nick Castle carrying
Nancy?
Or was it Tommy Lee Wallace? Because were they dating at the time? I know they ended up marrying each other. They were?
They were together. I believe they were together at the time.
Okay, well, if they were together at the time, I could see that being Tommy Lee Wallace carrying her.
Yeah.
I could see that.
But the problem is Tommy Lee Wallace is a big guy in comparison to Nick Castle. That person carrying Nancy wasn't a big dude, but it's also shot from a distance.
From a
too.
distance. I was just going to say,
So
that's
it's
right.
hard to really get an accurate height on who that is.
I'd be very curious to know that.
Get your ass away from there, boy.
Get your ass, boy.
He should have said boy. I just ad-libbed the boy.
Boy. I think you should have been like, get your ass away from there if I come over there and beat your fucking skull in, bitch.
Go Rob Zombie.
Yeah, skull, fuck you, bitch. Now, of course, hey. From there. They run away. Look at him. Look at this fucking grin. He's proud of himself. It's like the most success he's had all day. It is. It's the most success he's had all day. Parking, getting high, shitting in toilets. You have the wrong feeling. What more do you need?
Fancy talk.
I watched him for 15 years, sitting in a room, staring at the wall, not seeing the wall, looking past the wall, looking at this night.
Brackett's just like, whatever,
humanly
dude.
patient.
You got me out here running around in circles like an idiot.
That's it.
To trigger him off. Death has come to your little town, Sheriff.
Hey, that was my thing back in the day.
It was. Yes, it was.
That was my intro to when I was doing YouTube videos.
You can either ignore it or get naked and dance in a thong.
What the fuck is wrong with Loomis?
Drunk. He's drunk or high. One of the two. It's the 70s, so it might have been high.
And this whole scene was shot from this angle.
Low angle. Well, because I think I like the juxtaposition of the house.
With the Myers house in the background. Yeah,
blurred out of the background, so I can understand why creatively Cundy would have chosen that type of framing.
100%. They didn't even go for any close-ups. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that itself was a medium close-up, but like actual close-ups. Now, I always interpret this.
Creepy van.
Yeah, I always interpret it. Take your clothes off, then we take Lindsay's clothes off. Yeah, I think I got it. I always, as creepy as it is, I always interpreted that as.
Never use that line on any of my Instagram posts.
No, here it comes. Then we were in Lindsay's clothes up. I mean, there are some people that say that it was a mistake and that Bob meant to say Annie, which does make sense. That makes sense to me, and maybe the actor did get it wrong, but then where's Carpenter saying, cut, no, let's do that again? I mean, maybe they did. I mean,
it is a weird line. I will say that, man. It just
well,
weird
and the only.
line.
But if you want to justify it, then you can say that he's so drunk that he doesn't know what the fuck he's saying. But if he's that drunk, he shouldn't be able to walk. You know what I mean? Yeah. And certainly Carrie is...
Carrie, his girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard to kind of... Yeah, I don't know. Let's see here.
And it could have been late at night, and when they did the scene, they just weren't paying attention and didn't want to fix it in post, you know what I mean? Or redo the scene. I mean, who knows? There's so many variables on what could have happened and why it was left in there. But it's definitely a creepy scene, a line to say, you know what I mean? Especially when you're talking about Lindsay Wallace, who's a kid.
Yeah. Ethan LeBlanc sends the super chat, and he's right about this, actually. Fun fact, when we see the two shots of Michael carrying Annie, her head changes sides on Michael as he carries her through the door. Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
Yeah. That means obviously there was a couple of shots. They did it a couple of times. Tom Ungurian sends in a $5 super chat. Thanks, buddy. Says, hey, guys, I think Scream is better than Halloween. Well, that's good. That's okay.
Oh, shit. I promised this dude I'd answer his question. He asked us, he sent this to me on Instagram, and he asked it for both of us.
Okay. It's
a Scream question. I hope I say your name right, dude. Quiet Ty 15, and he spells it TYI. He says, good evening, Tony, from one Scream fan to another. What is your thoughts about Scream 5 coming out in January 2022? If that's something you're planning talking about with two dudes and bullshit, I can wait for the answer. My bad for the disturbance. First of all, it's never a disturbance when you ask us a question, so don't ever feel that way. Right. Secondly, I mean, well, 2022 January is less than a year and a half away. And they haven't even started principal photography on the movie yet, which I'm going to guess is probably going to start sometime mid next year, maybe June-ish. It all depends on when they reopen shit and start filming again. So that's that factor. But January 2022, like I said, it's not that far away. And
no, it's not.
We haven't even had, unless I'm wrong, someone correct me, Nev hasn't even been announced yet that she's in the movie. I mean, we know it's coming, but they haven't made the official announcement. Is that correct?
Sorry, say that again. What were you saying?
Yeah, they haven't officially announced her yet, right? I mean, we know it's coming. They haven't done the formal announcement that she's
Nev Campbell?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. So I don't know. I don't know when that'll be. I mean, usually when they make announcements like that, when we find out, it's been in the books for a while, so she could already be attached, but they just haven't, released that yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, January 2022, dude, it's not that far away, and like I said, they haven't even started filming the movie yet, and I don't think they're going to until sometime mid next year once they start opening shit again, whenever that is. Right. Although, unless you're Tom Cruise, man, dude is like, fuck this, I ain't waiting. Mission Impossible 7 now. Let's go to London. Get this shit done.
That's true. Unless you're him. That's right.
Oh, there's my phone again. Right there. You heard that? Holy shit, that was loud.
Yeah.
Thunder.
Oh, that was your thunder?
Getting a thunderstorm while I'm watching Halloween. I mean, this is...
Wow.
Yeah.
No, it's. I think it's a nice day here at the moment. Michael Shadow coming by. There he is. Bob's pretty quick too. Bob's a Minuteman. All the men in this movie are Minutemen.
And well, she says it's fantastic. So.
Well, that's true. That's true. She does say that.
Thank you, PJ, for the boob shot.
Yeah, at least she doesn't say stupendous.
No, this is true. Just totally.
Yeah. You gonna get me a beer? They're gonna get me one. Yeah.
Yeah. Go get me a beer.
And wasn't PJ with Dennis Quaid during this time? Because he was originally going to be Bob.
He was going to originally be Bob, and he was there. He watched, or he was on, helped them out, part of the
right.
Film crew helping out.
That's it. Yep.
Same with Robert Englund. We know that he was there for a day or two helping out.
Yeah.
That's what it was all about back in the day, man. Low budget. Everybody's helping each other out, making connections. Now you can't do that shit. It's all business and bullshit and too many fucking cooks in the kitchen trying to get their opinion in and fucking up franchises.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, Bob's gonna get it here in a second.
Definitely.
Again, I mean,
not my favorite, but one of my favorite Michael kills of the franchise for sure.
Yeah, it's classic. It's the supernatural knife that holds up a 180-pound man to a door.
Not my fave. My fave. I don't know.
The best about this scene is that the knife has its own light. It's like they have this key light shining onto the knife. It's great.
Spotlighting, man, that's a 50s thing. When you spotlight something like that, or 40s, I should say. It's like in the noir era when they used to spotlight a lot of things.
Right. 242 people watching now. Ooh, there he is. He's come out of the closet.
Who's your favorite kill of all the
come out of the closet.
Halloween?
My favorite kill?
And this is up there, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's my fave. It's definitely it's in the top 5 for sure.
And I don't know. In this movie, it's probably. I mean, it's there's more to it than just strangling. Like he actually chokes everybody in this movie. He chokes Bob. He chokes Linda. He chokes Annie.
He's into kinky shit, man.
He is.
He's
but this at least has the you know, the up and the stab and the head tilt. So I think this is probably the most interesting kill of the movie. Yeah, look at the knife's got its own light. That's what I would say is probably, yeah.
Love this. Like I had fun creating this. It was a lot of fun creating.
That was a great shot, man. That was a great shot. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
This is good too. I'm trying to think. I'm going through all the kills in my head right now of which one I would say would be my favorite. Most of it, the ones that I'm really going through right now are Halloween 4 and this one, which there's not many in this one. So I'm trying to think in 4. Meeker's daughter is a good kill with the shotgun going through her.
That's a
really good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, come on, where's my beer? Oh, can't you answer me?
No.
He falls backwards.
He could have just said no. Yeah, it would have been cool if he fell back and just kind of walked out of frame.
Yeah.
That would have been funny shit.
Or he falls backwards and you hear him burp and he's been drinking all the beer downstairs. He's drunk.
Exactly.
Mom. And this is the first time I think we hear the Shape Stocks theme.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. All right, Annie. First I get your famous chewing, now I get your famous squealing.
I'm going to go with my favorite kill. And this is going to shock everyone, but it's actually the one Halloween movie I probably watched the most, which is weird, but it's not my favorite because I watch it the most. But Halloween 2, Janet's in the temple, or with the
it's great. It's a yeah.
That always just kind of anything near this area for me creeps me out. It will give me goosebumps.
And there it is.
Alone,
yeah, sorry. Yeah, we're an hour and 8 minutes into the movie, and this is finally the first time we're actually seeing Michael Myers' mask close up, close proximity. That's what's so great about that.
I always forget. Is Janet's kill in the eye or the temple? It's close to that area.
It's in the temple. It's in the temple.
I figured, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the temple.
And that just like,
yeah.
I love this theme. I love this fucking theme. That's
it's great.
A lot.
Yeah.
It's just very really subtle. Good. It's setting the tone.
Yep. It's good stuff.
By the way, someone had asked me, what's coming up here shortly. Why does it take Michael so long to get out of the house and catch up to Laurie? And in my opinion, I think this is the human part of Michael. If we're talking about this as real world scenario.
Right.
You've got girls screaming and running out of the house. You don't know what's about to happen. Our neighbor's going to start coming outside. I think he's assessing the scene and situation. And when he realizes that nobody's coming to her aid, that's when he shows up again. That's why it takes, I think, so long for him to show up.
Right.
The doctor, that's right. The doctor got it in the eye. Dr. Mixter?
Dr. Mixer got it right in the eye. Yeah, like right in the pupil or whatever. Like it was intense. Now Dr. Loomis sees the car here.
But Bracket's daughter, Kelly, right? Meeker.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one. It's intense. I like the leaves blowing across the top of the car there. That was good. I don't think she should have been looking that way. I think she should have been looking still in the bedroom.
She looks way too posed in that shot. She's got her hands in the side. Like it looks like she's doing a photo shoot for like a jeans company or some shit.
She should have been looking into the bedroom.
Yes. I
still
agree.
Leaning against the wall, but looking into the bedroom and then just kind of turn and leave. That's what she should have done. Yeah, it was too choreographed because even the shot before that when she says, sleep tight, kids, you can see her in the frame turn and look the other way. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Just continue to look at the children. Yeah, it's unnecessary.
they got to bring some of this music back in the soundtrack. Carpenter does. Laurie's theme for sure. The theme that was just being played before Laurie's theme.
Yeah.
He needs to bring even an updated version of it. I mean, I love the one thing I will say I love about the 2018 film is this fucking soundtrack is fucking awesome. I just hope he brings a little bit more of some of these tracks into, a modern version of it.
Right.
I love the atmosphere. I love the lighting on this. This right here to me does start to feel like Halloween night, because when I think of New England and Connecticut, especially when we trick or treated at night, it was this dark. I mean, because we didn't really have a lot of street lights.
Right. Yeah, it's true. It was that dark too. Yeah, I remember that.
Super chats.
Yeah, super chats. Charlie McGrath says, just noticed on the 35th anniversary Blu-ray release of Halloween, the little booklet inside has the quote, "Was it the boogeyman?" Laurie Strode. Any thoughts on this, Dave?
Oh boy. Here we go.
No,
There we go.
You know it's because everybody associated with it gets. I've seen that on T-shirts. Yeah, no, it's wrong. She doesn't say, "Was it the boogeyman?"
She says it was the boogeyman, right?
She says it. Well, yeah. She says it
because it would make sense to Loomis's response. As a matter of
fact, it was.
Well,
even if she did say, "Was it the boogeyman?" and he goes, "As a matter of fact, it was." It still makes sense, but that's not. It's not like. Here's how you have to remember it if you forget. It's all about her arc as a character. The message for her character. Laurie doesn't believe in the boogeyman. She says there's no such thing. She tells Tommy there's no such thing as the boogeyman. Tommy remember, this is supposed to be a one-off movie. It's a one-off story. That is what it was like when you were making this movie. There was no intention it was ever going to be ever have a sequel or franchise, right? So, you can't look at it from the perspective of all these other films. This is a one-off film. She's having her arc here. She doesn't believe in the boogeyman. There's no such thing. By the time she gets to the end of the movie, she's like, oh my God, it was the boogeyman. And Dr. Loomis is like, as a matter of fact, it was. She now believes in the boogeyman. And when Michael is gone at the end of the movie, that's, as I always say, it's not to set up a sequel. It's just to bring the message of the movie home. You can't kill the boogeyman. You can't kill the boogeyman. And then he's gone. I mean, it's its own movie. It's its own story, folks, at the end of the day. They did continue it, but it was designed to be its own thing. It's like I said, it's like a Hitchcock movie, like an old film noir, a black and white movie that just has no sequel. It's just a cool little campfire story. That's it. And so, yeah, she says it was the boogie, but the it gets lost in her breath. So she's like, it was the boogeyman. That's how she says it. You know what I mean? And it's just in her performance. It just gets lost in her performance. It was the boogeyman. Because she's emphasizing was the boogeyman. Like that's how she goes, was the boogeyman, right? As a matter of fact, it was. She believes now. She's a believer. Tommy was right. It was the boogeyman. Yeah,
she went all monkeys. She went all monkeys at the end of the film, and then I saw his face. No,
that's right. That's right. I'm a believer. Yes, I've tried. Let me see. Mason James is back again. Sorry, got super busy at work. Hope all is good. All is good, James. You can continue to work. Working is very important. Ethan the Blog says, fun fact, the shape stocks is in H2O, but it's so upbeat and revamped that it's almost unrecognizable. It took me years to catch it, and it ends almost as quick as it starts. Well, then, is it really in there then? I guess from a certain point of view.
From a certain point of view.
From a certain point of view.
And this scene always, as Laurie's approaching, I always try to look to see, can I see Michael standing there, even though you can't? But I always look to see, is he standing there? Like, is there an Easter egg that we never saw and he was standing there the whole time?
Right. I love this name in the chat. Fuck Dave and Tony.
Fuck you, Dave.
It must be so, like, how does it feel? Like, I want to know, and I truly mean this. I want to know how it feels.
I love it.
Well, but no, I mean to this person, like, what kind of life does somebody have where somebody on YouTube affects you so deeply
I am. Or an
bothers you so
Instagrammer.
much. Yeah, like I don't care. Like I don't live that kind of life. So I sincerely, like, what kind of
I
life?
think it's flattering, man, that I've reached a level
Oh, it
that
is.
I actually get hate.
Yeah, it is
You know?
flattering. It
It's
must pay. It must
flattering
pain
as
them.
hell.
Must pain them so much.
Oh, there goes Bob popping in.
There's Bot. Yeah, coming out of the closet.
I
Hey, a
will
lot
say
of people.
the reveals of the bodies too. That's another thing that,
That's cool.
again, part of Michael's personality trait that we sort of went away. But there's moments of where you do see it in other films, like in Halloween 4,
Yes.
Rachel when she discovers Meeker's daughter, and,
Yes.
and the cop on the ground.
Right.
You know, you do get that, but
Here comes out of the closet or out of the doorway.
It's a big part of Michael's personality, you know, of revealing the bodies.
Yep, it is. Yep, staging them. Billy does that too.
Thank you.
Oh, and she's going over. There she goes. She goes over. Intense, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what I call taking a shitter.
I love this. Look at him standing at the top of the stairs there. And then as she runs and he starts walking down the stairs and you can see his mask going into the light, out of the light, into the light, out of the light right here. See that? Look at that. Oh, yes. And the slats from the railing on his mask as he's coming down. Just great attention to detail from Cundy. Fantastic.
And Wallace, because Wallace did the lighting.
Yeah. Well, it's a joint effort, right? So
I need to do this too. Of course, this will be a little bit harder. I have to actually make a door.
yeah.
And punch a hole through it. I mean, it's not hard. I can't do that to someone's house, obviously. But I could
No, you got to get a door and you got to, yeah.
Hollow it out, you know?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
And create that shot. Hand in the door.
Yeah.
Michael standing there like, oh, I want to create that.
It'd be a great shot. There's the, she couldn't open the door that had a rake.
She starts freaking out. You know what I mean? She's running
Yep.
out. If I'm Michael, and I'm thinking now the human side of Michael, not the supernatural side, okay, let me assess what's going to happen here before I show myself again. You know?
Exactly.
Cat and mouse game, you know?
That's it.
Be patient.
Yep.
And, you know, what I like about this and then them bringing it back in 2018 with Andy Matichek's character, in 1978, this is the normal reaction you probably would have gotten from even in the 90s when we were growing up. If we were making loud noise on the street, nobody was giving a fuck what we were doing. They were like, it's just kids roughhousing.
Well,
Don't worry.
that's it. That's it.
Now,
Exactly.
like what they did with Andy no, they'll be opening up the doors. What the fuck's going on? Let me get my cell phone first so I can take a picture and then help you.
Right. Exactly.
The keys! I love this. This is probably one of my favorite sequences of the whole franchise. Next to the rooftop scene in Halloween 4. I love this. This and the rooftop scene they're neck and neck.
Oh yeah?
What do you want me to do? Just walk.
Just walk. Yeah.
Just walk.
Oh yeah.
Walk, Nick.
Look at him walking. Look at him walking.
And his arms, watch his arms. He keeps them out like this. He never
does.
keeps
He
them
does.
to the side. He always keeps them out to keep that stride going. I think he
Watch it. Look at and look at the leaves blowing behind him as he walks across the street. Just great detail. Yeah, what is that? Fuck, Tommy. Let's go, you piece of shit. And the boogeyman is...
Now, I am going to be able to create this shot at the house that I'm going to be doing a Myers shoot at with the vintage furniture that I found that has a similar couch. Has a similar couch just like this. I'm going to be able to have a shot that I'm going to create with Michael behind the couch.
Excellent. I can't wait to see that. Yeah, your photos have been on fire.
Oh, dude, you should have seen the location we were at 5 o'clock this morning, bro, at this boiler room. Oh, the Freddy pictures we got there.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Got him right in the neck. Oh, yeah. Speaking of the neck, it does. This will come with your neck wound. Oh, right there. Oh, neck wound.
Yes. The neck wound.
From the knitting needle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
I opted not to do the neck wound on that or that.
Right.
But I can always add that in post if I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
There he is, just lying down on the...
Just lying down, yeah. He's got his, that's all he's doing. Just lying down. Yeah. Dr. Loomis walking along. Now, before Halloween Kills comes out next year, this is the last time we've seen Sheriff Brackett. This is the last time we've seen Sheriff Brackett. We haven't seen Sheriff Brackett since this. Because remember, Halloween 2 is not canon anymore. Oh, you can't hear Tony? Uh-oh. We lost Tony's audio. Hang on a sec, Tony. We've lost your audio. Try and, maybe try and exit out and come back. Hang on. Let me see if I can get you. 1 second here. Tony's audio has been lost. One moment here. See if we can get Tony back. Tony, you there? You're there. All right, 1 second.
Hear me?
I can hear you now. Hello, hello. Check, check.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Yep, we can hear you now. Yep, we got you.
Let's see. Are we good?
Yep, we're good.
We're back.
Here it comes. One of my favorite shot of Michael, probably in almost any film. Here it is.
Really?
Yeah, love it. Boom! Boom! Right at the back. Look at how menacing he looks. Menacing and intimidating. Oh, yes, and he's walking along and fucking shit.
Holding on to the rail, thinking this bitch just stabbed me with a fucking needle.
Looks great. And the way the camera, the still low-angle shot, look at this as he's walking into the shadow, into the darkness, giving that sense of authority and ominous power. It's just so great. It's fucking eerie and creepy as shit.
Now, this was Tommy Lee Wallace.
Breaking into the closet, that's right.
The closet, yeah.
That is correct. That is correct.
I'm just going to fuck with you a bit. I could really open this if I wanted to.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking. That's what he's thinking, all right.
I got to admit, though, Laurie Strode's got some fucking accuracy, okay? She gets him, like, what?
Got some
right
accuracy.
in the eye with the clothes hanger, right?
She's
talk
got some
about accuracy. She gets that, and then she shoots him in the eye in Halloween 2.
Oh, yeah. No, she's got serious accuracy.
She's a dead shot, man.
Oh, yeah. Yep. She's got some serious fucking accuracy. That is true. So you can hear him breathing heavily, grunting. You can hear it. He does it. Oh! Sounds like an ape. Yeah, you can hear him breathing.
Like. Yeah.
Somebody not too long ago was like, he doesn't fucking grunt. I'm like, yeah, he fucking does. Yeah, he fucking does. Yeah, he does. He does. Why would you drop the knife again?
Now that's Nick.
Lying on the ground, yes.
Yeah, that's Nick.
Yeah.
You can totally tell it's Nick. I mean, the guy has a very thin, frail body.
That's it. That's it. Yep. That's it.
I recreated this shot recently here on my most recent Myers shoot. Really good. A really good version of it, of the sit-up.
Nice, nice.
That's another move I wish they would bring back. I don't know why they went away from that. I mean,
well,
what do you mean? You
it's
do
in
it once
Halloween
and then
Kills,
that's it?
but in a different, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It is in Halloween Kills, but just a different form of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that wasn't even James Jude Courtney that did the
Who did the sit-up?
The stunt guy, Aaron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Want to go down the street to Mackenzie's house? Mandy D sends in a super chat, says, hi, Dave and Tony. So excited. I almost never get to catch the live shows. Congrats on It's Me, Billy. Can't wait. I can't play in the bidding wars, but have picked up a couple of perks. Awesome. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you so much for your support. This is one of my favorite, probably arguably my favorite Michael Myers moment of all time.
Oh,
is this right here.
I mean,
because
he doesn't get any better than
focus.
This. No.
They don't pull
they
focus,
keep him
which
out
is
of focus,
great.
Which
they
is
keep
great.
Yes. Yeah, it's a soft focus, but they still, and they could have racked focus, but they didn't.
I'm glad they
so
didn't.
great.
I'm glad they didn't. They didn't need to. It's perfect. You don't, like, I did the same thing. I toyed with the idea
Yeah.
I shot it a couple ways. I shot it where it was they were both sort of in focus, which was not easy shot to pull. I did it where, you know, and then I did it where he's out of focus in my shoot, and it just looks so much better out of focus. It really does. You just enough out of focus to where you, the viewer, can see it and make it out in your mind or your eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, now this is what's his name, who's living his 15 minutes of fame, Tony Moran. Is that his name?
Tony Moran. Moran, yeah.
Moran.
Oh, Moron. I get it. Yeah. Moron. Tony Moran.
Well, dude, he acts as if like he's the Michael Myers.
I know. There he is. There he is. You know?
Oh, God.
The brother
in it for like 5 seconds.
The brother of what's her face? The brother of the woman that played Joni on Happy Days.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Bam, bam,
boom, boom,
take that,
boom.
bitch.
Hey, he's doing Thriller, and down he goes. And I still don't understand why Dr. Loomis decides to check if he can shoot one more time there. It's like Michael's already off the balcony. There's no need to go one last time. It's a little detail I would have been like, it's unnecessary.
Just wanted to fire off.
Here it comes. It was the boogeyman. Listen, folks. Yeah, that's what she says. It was the boogeyman.
As a matter of fact, it was. Now let me go get drunk.
Lori now believes. She's a believer. I'm a believer.
And of course, you know, Pleasance, you know, his reaction is perfect here.
Yes.
Like, it's the I knew this would happen.
That's right.
Or, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's merged together so beautifully done, and he did it perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, his eyes widen a little bit, but it's more of he knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And Lori can sense it already. She's crying, and it's like, fuck. What a great ending to a movie, though. I mean, if this had been the only movie. Yeah. I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's playing the whole shit, but I also knew this was going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. He's calm, cool, and collected, you know? And they're showing the different shots, of course, of where he was, where he still could be.
And I've always interpreted this montage as that he's still out there. You know
that is what the message of the movie is. He's the boogeyman. Well, yeah, but what is he? You're not supposed to know. Is he supernatural? Is he not? He's a man. Is he not? We don't know, but he's out there and he's coming for you, and that's it. And then they close on the shot of the Myers house, which is a great thing to do. Yep. And that's it. And that is Halloween. He's always out there. He'll always be there. And that is the movie. And then, of course, you know, but you can continue it, which they obviously did, you know. And I like Halloween too. I do. I don't think it's as good as this one, but I like it. You know, I do like it. And yeah, that's it. That is John Carpenter's 1978 Halloween. I
think the reason why I watch Halloween 2 so much is it's a fun sequel. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fast sequel, meaning that it starts and by the time you finish blinking, it's over.
Agreed.
You know, and it's just a good sequel. And yeah, of all the Halloween films, I've probably watched that one the most. Now, there's a caveat to that because when we were kids, that was one of the only ones I could get access to. So it's why I watched it so much as a kid.
Yes.
As an adult, I probably watch Halloween 4 a little bit more, and the first one and 2, and probably H2O if I'm in an H2O mood.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So.
A couple super chats here will hit, and then Tony and I are going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back. The stream will be live, of course.
Yeah, we're not going. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to hang. Are you going to take a?
Oh, you're going to hang? Oh, I was going to put up like a. Oh, you are? Oh, okay. Well, then if you're good, I'll just put up the little title card on my side then. I was going to put it up across the whole screen.
No, I'm good. I can talk to the chat room while you're handling your dues, your business.
Cool. Let me just, where'd you go here? Oh, that's strange. Hang on a sec. I got to get, I know, you know, you're on, but I got to get you back on this side. 1 second here.
Where are you watching Black Christmas from, by the way? I'm watching it from iTunes.
I was just going to watch it from YouTube. It's free on YouTube, and I was going to watch it there. 1 second. Okay, there we are. Okay, yeah, and then I'll put me up there like.
Did we get everyone's super chat with Halloween?
I think we did. Yeah, I think we did. As far as I know.
Frank said we missed one from David Lee.
Oh, missed one from David Lee Barron. Let's see here. David Lee Barron. Oh, the Shape Man sent in one too. Says, did you ever pick up on Loomis abusing Michael? No, that's nonsense. Not at all. Sweet Tea sends a super chat. Says, for it's me,
Sweet
Billy.
Tea.
Thank you so much, Sweet Tea. Really appreciate that. And David Lee Barron sent in one. I don't see it.
I don't see it either, Frank. Where is it?
David Lee Barron sent in one. Oh, I see it. There's one here. Oh, okay. Hang on. Must be at the bottom.
David, he said, or David Lee Barron said, missed super chat. I see that.
Oh, missed super chat. I don't see anything else from you, David.
Mandy D, was that the $9.99? Hey, Dave and Tony, so excited. I almost never get to catch the live shows. Congrats on It's Me, Billy. Can't wait. I can't play in the bidding wars, but I've picked up a couple perks. Was that the one?
I don't know. You figure that out. I'm just going to take that break, and I'll be back in a couple of seconds, folks.
Cool. I'll still be here.
All right. That's right.
Maybe you guys can help me out. I can figure out which super chat we missed. Oh, he's got a little countdown thing going on. He's so fancy. Ryan, Tony, I had a thought. Maybe in the flashback for Halloween Kills, Michael would be apprehended at the Myers house because it's the last shot. Yeah, I've heard about that. I thought that was supposed to be in the new film. I think me and Dave were talking about that. That'd be cool. I mean, if it done well, obviously. And they even get down to like the little details of like you see Bob's van across the street or something like that, like those type of little Easter egg details. That'd be cool to see. Film Addict. Did I miss your super chat? Oh, I remember. Yeah, Film Addict. You were asking about if River Phoenix didn't die. Would he be a good choice to play Kurt Cobain in a biopic? Well, yeah, man, those two could have been like twins. They look so much, especially when River grew his hair out and had a very similar the length of Kurt Cobain. Actually, personally, I would have loved it. Neither one of them died. It'd be awesome if Kurt was still around giving us music and River was still around giving us great films. That would have been interesting to see what the roles that Leonardo DiCaprio ended up getting. They always say this, that maybe some of those roles would have went to River Phoenix had River not passed away. So it would have been very interesting to see how much of Leo's career would have changed if River Phoenix was still around. But yeah, as far as to answer the question, if River didn't die and Kurt Cobain did die, yeah, he would be the perfect choice for that. Right now, I don't know who I would pick to play Kurt in a biopic, and I don't even know if one could be done because there's a blonde, greedy SOB that's tying things up, and yeah, so we won't get into that. Yeah, Lee Bowers. I actually the new Gutter Garbs Halloween. I've got the T-shirts. I bought two of them. I even commented on the two that I bought. I got the one with Michael's hand going through the door, and then I got the collage of everybody's. I don't know if you guys saw that one on Gutter Garbs. It's like got Michael in the center, or no, I'm sorry. It's got Nancy on the bed down here, Loomis over here, Michael here. It's got the pumpkin stabbing. Those were the two that I bought. Yeah, Courtney Love, exactly. Yeah, she's keeping the biopic fucking tied up right now because she collects everything. Why it doesn't go to Francis Bean, I don't know. I mean, it just makes sense. It's his daughter, but hey, whatever. Jared Leto playing Kurt Cobain? He might be a little bit too old now. Although he still looks like he's in his 20s, even though he's like in his 60s. I don't mean that literally, but you'd probably want to get someone in their 20s. Someone young to play Kurt Cobain. Do I believe Courtney killed a nobody? Do I think she had an involvement? I think most of us fans who are fans of Nirvana, you just kind of put two and two together. Do I think she's the one who physically put the needle in him and made him overdose? No, but there's so many ways you can say that you killed someone. She could have driven him to that point. you know? So yeah, maybe she wasn't exactly injecting the needle, but she was very much toxic for his life, and he would have been very much better off without her. And I think most fans agree on that. If she was out of the picture completely, he would have had a much happier life. She messed with his head a lot. And when you're in that type of toxic relationship, I've met people who have been in situations like that. It's to watch them. I've never been personally, so I can't relate, but to see it, it's not an easy thing. Warren Armour, how are things in Atlanta? You're from Macon. I was just scouting some locations in Macon. There's some shit down there. There's some possibilities, some potential stuff down there for photo shoots that I'm gonna do. Things right now, we had a little situation not too long ago here, a couple weekends ago, with the protesters over at Stone Mountain, but for the most part, it's been relatively quiet. You know what I mean? Not bad, you know, in comparisons to some other cities. So we're good. It seems to have mellowed out. Evil Ed, you live an hour from Atlanta. That's cool. An hour, which direction? Are you going towards Tennessee, South Carolina? Are you going towards Alabama? DMT Infinity, Tony, just a few ideas. I love to see for your photo shoots, Chucky, Annabelle, and The Exorcist. I'm actually going to start because, you know, like most of us, we're all in this situation here. I was able to raise half of the money to get the Annabelle doll made, which is going to be made by the guys who made the studios, the same guys who built it for the movie. But because of COVID and everything, my income, like everybody else's, took a massive hit from a lot of the jobs that I'm doing. And I'm like barely staying above water, just doing real estate photography right now. So I thought about doing a campaign because it's a very small campaign for me to get there. I would just need to raise only $2,700, which is, I mean, when you think about raising money, it's not a whole hell of a lot of money to raise, because it's going to cost me about $5,000 to make. And like I said, I've saved up half. So I've toyed with that idea. I don't know. I just feel weird asking people, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like if I just wait, you know, maybe I can get it next year if I keep saving. But then at the same time, people are like, well, dude, we'll help. You know, it's not that much money. So I don't know. But Chucky, the only way I'll ever do Chucky is if they make an animatronic Chucky to where I can change the face, because just having the doll, a straight face doll, I mean, it would be cool to have the doll just here in my office, but like, I want to have Chucky like the way we see him as, you know, he becomes alive in the movie, and where I can control the face and do different things with it. So that would be tough. But Annabelle, see, I don't have to worry about that. Annabelle, I can keep her just as is, and I can just create really creepy photographs. Chucky, that would be, I need an animatronic Chucky. And then The Exorcist, definitely going to do that. And I'm definitely going to do Jamie Lloyd as well, too. Once again, the COVID thing calms down, working with kids, you know, I try to keep that in mind with that.
Hello. Test. Okay, one second. See if I can get Tony back. Hello. There you are. Okay, and you are back. Now we're good.
Did I answer everyone's question?
Hang on, there's an echo for me.
I don't know if I got where I got cut off at, but my bad.
There's an echo! Everybody tell them there's an echo! 5 people won't be enough!
I don't know where I was in the answering the question part and where it got cut off, so my apologies. Do you know where it got cut off at?
Is there an echo now?
Check, 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 check. I was answering someone's question about doing Chucky and Annabelle in The Exorcist.
Nope, you're good. No echo now? Okay. It's good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's okay. So that's where I got cut off at.
There's no echo now.
I got-
Everybody, tell them there's no echo.
Yeah, to do Chucky, I want an animatronic Chucky to where I can move the face. I mean, just to have the regular, good guy doll who's it's not going to be as creepy. But with Annabelle, once I have enough money to get that taken care of, I don't need her to move. I just need her to just and create the scene myself. So Chucky's going to be a tough one because I don't know if I'm ever be able to get an animatronic. That's some bucks. That's some big bucks. That's some big bucks.
It's some bucks.
I've got Black Christmas up. I'm at Film Funding Associate with Vision Presents. Yeah,
That's what you're at?
that's where I'm at.
Yes, film funding in association with Vision. That would be Vision 4.
Four.
4, yeah. Vision 4 presents. That's where I am too. I'm paused there. So this is the original Black Christmas we're doing this now, folks. Original Black Christmas 1974. Ooh, Billy. Okay. Billy, let's do some Billy. David Lee.
And I think at the
Frank,
moment,
I know you said that. I don't know where David Lee Barron's super chat
I know
is. Let me go
which
back.
one.
Hang on. Let's see. I'm on the other side here. Let me see.
Okay.
David Lee Barron. Okay, wait a minute. Fun fact. Okay, here it is. Fun fact. David Lee Barron says the first time we see the famous Michael head tilt is not with Bob. That's true. It's while Michael is looking at Annie through the window while she's stuck in the laundry room. That is true.
I think I even said that during the stream.
Yeah, we did. I think I thought we had mentioned that. Yeah. Or Tony had mentioned that. That is true, David. You are absolutely correct. Thank you, Frank, for being on
My levels
the
are high.
money.
My mic volume's right at the same thing. Now they're saying your mic is low.
Hang on, let me bring Tony down. Let's see here. Tony, say something?
Check, 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 check.
Ooh, you are quite high. One sec.
Not anymore, man. I've been clean for almost going on 2 months. Yeah.
Start talking for me.
Check, check. 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2.
Man, why are you that high?
Man, this is like the wrong time. This should have been happening like months ago when I was smoking.
Yeah, it should have been. 1 second. Let me see. Let me just play around with this for just a second here. Okay, and then start talking for me.
Check, check. 1, 2. Test, test. 1, 2.
Wait. Talk to me now.
Yo.
I think that's better. I think that's better. I think that's better. Let us know how that is now, guys.
Check, check.
Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3. Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3.
Everyone's saying good.
Good. Should be good now. He should be good. He should be good. Oh, there's an echo for me. Okay. Jesus. There's an echo.
Echo 1. Fox 3. Is that the line from Independence Day?
Test. Start talking for me.
Check, check, check. 1, 2. Check, check. 1.
Is there an echo now?
Who's got the echo? Me or Dave?
Oh, no, it'd be me. It'd be me for sure.
Okay.
The echo should be gone, I think. The echo. You're good. Okay, good. Oh, there's still an echo? Good now. You're good. Okay. All right, let's do this before the fucking echo comes back.
All right.
There's no echo. He's good. He's good.
All right, Tony. Black Christmas, 1974.
Was that the Price is Right sound effect?
Yes, it was. The Price is Right fail sound effect.
Price is wrong! You ever see Billy Madison?
Yes. Yeah, that's a good movie. Okay, here we go, folks. Black Christmas, 1974. We're paused on where it says film funding in association with Vision 4 presents. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. We are good.
Time to reach into the little cooler that I set aside here for my Sunkiss.
That's right.
Two Dudes and Some Bullshit is not sponsored by Sunkiss, folks.
Starring Olivia Hussey.
She's such a hussy.
She is. Margot Kidder, of course. And this rendition of Silent Night.
You know that's you can use that, right? I mean, you can use a version like something like this because that's it's free, right?
The song is in the public domain, but you still have to have an original recording of it.
Thinking of. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Late great John Saxon as Lieutenant Fuller.
That's it. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's gone now. Good old John Saxon is gone. David Lee Barron says, to our Lord and Savior, Tony Christ, when shall you foresee the coming of our beloved Cobra Kai Season 3? Well, it's coming next year, I think.
Next year, 2021, probably April.
Yep, that's it. Let me scroll back here. So people are saying I missed a couple of super chats. That's Olivia Hussey's character walking up to the front door there, Jess. I don't see one from the Film Addict before that. Oh, wait. Hey, Tony. Oh, no. Hey, Tony, if River Phoenix didn't die early...
I talked about that.
Oh, you talked about that? Okay.
Yep,
so
I got that.
That's been taken. That's been done? That's been done?
I did that when you were on your break.
Okay. And then Ethan LeBlanc here says, this is officially my first time seeing this movie. Oh!
Black
this
Christmas?
Is cool.
Oh.
Yeah. Ethan LeBlanc says that. Now, what you're looking at here, this is the guy shooting this is a guy by the name of Bob... Is it? No, Dirk? Bob? What the hell is his name now? Bruce has met him a couple of times. He's a Canadian camera operator, and he's come into. That's a wrong way of phrasing that. He's been at White's a few times. I don't know if he's retired now or not. But when, of course, this is before the Steadicam, and when you see Billy, quote unquote, climbing the trellis outside, that's actually. The camera operator's hands. What the fuck is his name? Why am I Black Christmas? Burt Dunk? Burt Dunk? Is that his name? Burt Dunk?
I will say you can definitely see where Halloween was inspired by the opening of Black Christmas with walking up to the house, you know.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. I want to say it's where's the crew?
So as of right now, Todd Fayer is in the lead for The Mask, followed by Intel Wild, I believe, for the picture. It's a hell of a lot of money for a photo. I feel bad. I wish I had another mask, dude.
Forget his name. Why am I not seeing it here?
There she is, Lois Lane.
Lois Lane. Weird. Why isn't he listed there? That's strange. Must be listed under another name.
I know you had to hear that thing. Damn, that just.
Oh, I did hear that. That was loud.
That shook my
That was
house.
loud.
Damn.
Yeah, Margot Kidder, super Lois Lane herself. Yeah, Billy coming into the attic here. Billy's back, ladies and gentlemen. Billy's back.
You better be doing some POV shit like this too, man. Of course, now you can just strap a GoPro on your head.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to give too much away. And again, I want people to have, like, you know, temper your expectations. I mean, it's a short film, you know, and there's only so much we can do within a certain period of time. It's like a 6-day shoot too. So we have to, you know, our goal is to it's a tribute film in the same vein as this. People keep asking me how long I think it'll be. I don't know. It'll probably be between 25, 30 minutes long, maybe 35. Just still a good length. I mean, if somebody, like I said to Bruce the other day, if at the end of the movie, people are like, damn, that's too short. I wanted more. Then that's awesome. You know, because nobody wants more if they don't like the movie. So, you know, if you know, but, yeah, I mean, it's not that I'm not confident in what we've written and what we're going to do. I just want people to, you know, again, because some people are like, you know, how much blood you going to have in it? And it's like, it's not that kind of movie. Like, it's not Friday the 13th. It's very much this kind of movie, what you're seeing here in in like a mini version of it. You know what I mean? So you have to, you know, and if it's hugely successful, and how do you judge a fan film that you can't make any money off of, you know, success? Well, it's viral ability. You know, does it go viral? How many views does it get? What, you know, what kind of impact does it have? You know, and then we'll, who knows?
Sky's the limit, man. Just ask Sandberg.
Yeah, exactly. But we wanted to bring, like, we definitely wanted to, you know, bring people up to speed. We want to keep the ambiguity, you know, there still, but still pushing things forward. I mean, we want to kind of let some things out and kind of where are we right now, what's going on, but still keep, you know, not spell it all out. We want to treat you guys, the audience, that you're not imbeciles. You're not dumb. You can fill in blanks. You don't need everything spelled all out for you.
Well, not always.
Well, that's the problem.
Not saying with the people who support your channel and our viewers, but there's the other people that are outside that are going to come.
No, I know what you're saying.
Hey, wait!
I know what you're saying. Andrea Martin there with the glass. Hey, there's Claire. Lynn Griffin, who was on the show a couple of weeks ago. Her Christmas balls, her signed Christmas balls, all sold out. All 20 of them.
Cool.
So
cool.
Lynn sent me an email the other day and said that she's working on them now. So that's really, really nice of her. Lynn, if you're watching, she probably isn't, but if she is, Lynn, again, you are amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. You are a treasure. And it's so cool. We have the same voiceover agent. I didn't even know that until I started talking to her on the phone. I'm like, oh, you're with Foster? Yeah, oh, that's so awesome. It's kind of a small world sometimes.
She was sexy as hell, man. Olivia
Hussey. Oh, she's beautiful. She's still beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was very attractive. And it's funny, like, the things that Billy says here in 1974, this is like Lynn even said when she was on the show, we knew that it was going to be blue, you know, which simply means a little, you know, but not to this degree. They didn't think that it was going to be like this. Yeah. And this is almost tame now compared to some of the things you hear today. But imagine hearing this in 1974, like, you know, the way, you know, I'm not going to repeat it. I'll let him do. Well, they can't hear it, but if you're watching it, you know what he says.
I love it how Margot, she looks like she's turned on by this. She's got like, she's biting on her finger like, this guy's kind of turning me on, man.
That's right. That's right. She's got like a little sort of, you know. Yeah, he's got, let me lick it. Can you imagine hearing that in 74? In a movie?
Well, and this is coming out 2 months after Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because that came out in October.
Yeah.
And this came out in December.
Yeah. I mean, he literally says, suck my juicy cock. I mean, it's crazy.
I'm surprised you just said that, man. Is that like a YouTube no-no?
Nah. These shows aren't monetized anyway because YouTube hates us.
That's something Lois Lane would say. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I bet you she was a fiery one in the 70s, man.
Margot Kidder?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I bet, like, even though she's acting, I bet there's a lot of her in these characters. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Super chat from Tom Ungurian. Ungurian, I think that's how I'm saying it. Do you guys think Friday made H2 step up the kills? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's known. Yep. Sorority house, not a con. Yeah, Lynn. Poor Claire. And this is the end of her. This is such a great scene, too. A professional virgin. That's so great. Here's Mrs. Mack. You know who they wanted as Mrs. Mack? You know who they wanted as Mrs. Mack? Who would have been amazing? Not that she's not good. Betty Davis.
Wow.
Wow.
Man,
can you imagine
cool. Betty Davis?
Can you imagine Betty Davis as Mrs. Mack?
Damn.
Betty Davis is fucking amazing. I love Betty Davis. Probably one of my favorite actresses from the from that era. Oh, Claude. This is so great. I discussed this scene with Lynn on my show a couple of weeks ago. Isn't this, look at this. She takes things. Now watch the camera. That's got to be a zoom lens. It's just eerie. And then you got the piano scrapes. Now POV through the plastic bag, looking out. What a great shot. Listen to those piano scrapes. That's all, that is the soundtrack of this movie. This is so great. And just that door, looking at that door, like, what? Oh, that's just, the cat's fucking freaking out. Claude? What beautiful suspense and tension. Who is that? Clock ticking. It's so good. Who is that? Like, she knows there's somebody there. Yeah, that's great. That's great. What a great moment. What a great moment. Genuinely terrifying. Yeah, can you imagine Betty Davis? Oh my God, that would have been wild. Wild. Intel Wild, speaking of wild, Intel Wild sends in a $10 super chat, says, Dave, at the end of Black Christmas, the phone is ringing. The phone would ring after someone died. So who died? Yes, that is a theory. It's a theory that maybe it was Jess. And that's the sign right there that she actually died. But then who is Billy calling as well, right? Who's he calling? There's nobody else in the house. So why is he calling? It's just her that's left in the house. Maybe the police officer that's on the front porch as the credits are rolling, maybe. But did Jess die? We don't know. Well, you do, because she didn't, because there's a granddaughter and it's me, Billy. So, and this house is in Toronto. It's still there. It's a private residence now. Oh, I think Tony's frozen again. Uh-oh. Hang on. Let me get Tony back. I don't know what's going on with the... Hang on, I got Tony back. There we go. Tony should be back. There we go. Tony's back. Wait.
I think it's a storm that's causing the issues.
It might be the storm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be the storm causing the issues. I don't know how long you were frozen there. That might be kind of funny.
So make a good meme out of that.
There you go.
I was in very deep thought.
You're in very, very deep thought. But where's the movie here? There we go. Yeah, and Mrs. Mack's a booze hag. But this house is still in Toronto, still there. It's in a very ritzy neighborhood, very affluent neighborhood. Is it a house or is it a sorority house? No, it's a house. It was never a sorority house. It was a house. Okay. And it's in a very ritzy neighborhood of Toronto where there's a lot of big homes. And of course, back then in the 70s, it was pretty easily accessible. Now it's like the road is a private road. You can only really walk down it. And we did try. This is not a spoiler because it's kind of out there now. We have talked about this. This house will not appear in It's Me, Billy. We did try. It was not for lack of trying. We tried. But the owners of the house had no interest. And, hey, what are you going to do, right? If they say no, it's no.
That's it. Yep. Not much you can do.
No. It's so funny. Every time I watch this, I'm like, what's with Olivia Hussey's sweater? Like, what's with Jess' sweater and the two hands on her breasts? Like, what? I mean, like
70s style.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, that's kind of, it's so great how they set this up to think it's to make you think it's your boyfriend, though.
Oh, the misdirect? Yeah, misdirect is very good.
It's very good. Well, that's Sam's grandfather there on the phone. Yeah. I mean, Black Christmas never spawned a sequel, but
just a shitty reboot.
A couple of them. But we sometimes forget too, like we sometimes forget about what's her face in Texas, and
which one? Terry McMinn?
Yeah. But we sometimes forget that Jess is a final girl as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of the OGs.
Sally. What's her name?
Sally. Yeah.
My God, I'm drawing a blank.
Does anybody keep their booze in the back of their toilet?
My grandmother did. Back in the day. Oh yeah,
Really?
Marilyn Burns. Thank you, Edwin.
Wow, really? That's interesting.
Yeah,
Marilyn Burns. That's right.
My mom's parents. They were cool. They were gypsies, but they were fun. My grandmother freaking grew her own marijuana, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, in her garden, her vegetable garden, there'd be pot plants.
That's right.
She never needed a dealer. She was her own dealer.
Yep.
Dude, there's a picture of me and my great-grandmother and my grandmother. I'm a baby, literally. They're holding me. And there's this big-ass pot plant behind my grandmother's.
Yeah.
While they're holding me as a baby.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It is.
Oh, he's singing Little Baby Buntin' here. That's what you hear at the beginning of our Indiegogo teaser.
Yep. Of course, there's the speculation that Claire's face is on the Halloween poster, and
Yep, that's right. Yeah, it's not true. Just a coincidence.
Just a coincidence, and very much does look like it, but it's not.
Yeah. This building here is the University of Toronto campus. That building is still there. That clock tower is still there.
Does it still look like that?
Yep. Yeah, it's a big campus. It's like it's like one of, it's not an Ivy League, obviously, but it's a prestigious university in Canada. University of U of T, they call it, University of Toronto.
I just realized that that's a Christmas melody that the bells are.
Yes, that's right.
That's "Oh Little Town of Bethlehem."
Yes, it's Claire's father. I wonder if he's still alive. Probably not. Looks like he's 50 here. If he's alive, he'd be close to 100. Probably.
Gets pegged with the snowball.
I know. I know.
We never did that as kids. I never would peg a snowball at a random person. Now, friends, different. I pegged my friends with snowballs.
Yeah, I would never hit somebody just randomly on the street. I wouldn't never do that.
2020, they would do it.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. 205 people still watching. I thought maybe people were gonna dip out after Halloween, but
I think some people are gonna throw a Hail Mary for that mask. I said someone's gonna pull Tom Brady, man, and 20 seconds to go, and they're gonna get it in just before we get off the air.
Maybe. Who's in the lead right now? Todd Fair again?
Todd Fair. He's got the mask right now, and Intel Weil has got the picture.
Second. Oh, he's got the picture. Okay. Can you imagine having this? Like, he's got black, like, curly hair coming out of his hat. It's clearly a fake beard.
Santa.
But it's worse than that. It's such a fake, like, that's how it's supposed to be, but.
Yeah. Ho, 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 fuck.
Yeah, oh, fuck.
I love that shot. I want that picture so bad.
You could probably find it online.
I've been looking, dude. The old woman flipping the bird. I want that old woman flipping the bird. I want that hanging in my office, man. So bad.
Yeah, that'd be so great. I could definitely see Bette Davis playing that role, though.
Oh, for sure.
She would have added a nice bit of pop to the movie. Claire's not a good girl. You think Claire's a good girl. What's the point of even putting your hand over that image? Like,
I know,
you
right?
can still kind of see it. Like, I mean...
God, you just look at this movie and the way they're talking and the way they're just acting about the kids in juxtaposition to today.
Oh.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. But one of the things Bob Clark said, which I liked, is he said that, you know, I wanted the characters in Black Christmas to feel mature in terms of the girls. Like, it's not all, I think he said something like, you know, college girls, college kids, it's not all beaches, volleyballs, and bikinis or something like that. Like, he didn't want to perpetuate any sort of stereotype with jocks and, you know, bimbos and things like that. And everybody's pretty even, like, just normal. Everyone just sounds normal. Nobody's, where you get to some, you know, horror movies later in Hollywood, you have very defined archetypes. Oh, he's the jock, he's the loser, he's the nerd, she's the blonde ditz, she's the, and sometimes it's just too stereotypical. Like, that's just not real life. Right. You know what I mean? Like, usually all these people don't hang around with each other, you know, and in this movie, I like that sort of approach. It was kind of,
yeah, well, that's what, I mean, things happen for a reason. It is what it is. But, you know, with my film, the Camp Crystal Lake film, next year, when the camp reopens again, I'm going to spend some time out there and just observe the counselors and see what the counselors are really like, rather than playing to the stereotype of what, you know, Friday the 13th ultimately did with the, like you just described, the cool guy, the you know, the promiscuous girl, the final girl. I mean, yes, I'll have a final girl, or maybe I won't. You never know.
You never know. You never know.
But I want to get a sense and a feel for what counselors are really like and what they're doing there. And I got the okay from the camp to do that for, you know, next year when they are open on a full-time scale.
Yeah.
So
that's great. The snow. They actually had the fire department come by and create some snow as well, because they didn't.
Really? You guys didn't have snow? I thought that was like, you just hit the button and there it is. Canada snow.
No, look at
instant snow.
Yeah, no, it usually, like, we can get snow up here, but it doesn't usually stay. Like, it can snow in November, it can snow in December, but it doesn't usually stick around. It usually doesn't. We usually don't get a snowfall. It's not usually till like late December, January when it stays.
We get one snowfall a year. It lasts for like 5 hours and then it's gone.
And it's gone. Yeah.
That's the Atlanta snowstorm for the year.
Yeah. Tom Hungarian says, Dave, will Billy be dirty talking with foul mouth like you did in the original? Are you voicing Billy? You're gonna have to wait and see.
Thunder's
of course, this is I always forget how to pronounce his name. Kira DeLay, is that how you say his name? Anyway, the guy from obviously probably most famous for Dave from 2001.
2001 Space Odyssey. Yep.
Yeah. Kira DeLay, I think, or DeLay. I always get his name mixed up with somebody else. I think it's that though. Kira.
You guys can hear the thunder through the. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I can hear it. I definitely hear
it. It's cool getting Halloween and Black Christmas and having a thunderstorm. This happens all the time for me, though. We get thunderstorms all the time here in Georgia.
See, and what I like about this is that some people have often said, well, you know, the original Black Christmas was dealing with, you know, themes as well, like abortion and things like that. And I'm like, well, but hang on a sec. There's yes, from a certain point of view, yes, Jess is pregnant. She doesn't want to have the baby. He wants to have the baby. That's almost a role reversal, you know, because usually it's the woman who would want to have the baby and the man that does not want to have the baby. So that's a bit of a role reversal there. She's no longer in love with him, so she wants to, you know, sort of move on and whatnot. But it's not presented in a way that is preachy or telling the audience that it needs to side with one side or the, you know, over the other. It's not like if you you know, it's just drama that is happening between these two characters. That's real life drama that couples or, you know, can go through. And whether you agree with Jess or not, whether you agree with, you know, Peter or not is irrelevant. You're just sort of watching this kind of play out. And it does help to show that Jess is independent and she's not afraid to make her own decisions. And that's good. That's fine, especially from, you know, back then.
Yeah.
I think this is Billy again, is it? Yeah, it's Billy again. But it's not, he's not hitting you over the face with any sort of political message. That's a scary voice. Fuck. That's some of the creepiest fucking frightening dialogue from Billy in that scene right there. Because that gives you some window and insight into... I just got goosebumps, man. That's fucking freaky shit.
Ethan LeBlanc, Super Chat, $4.99. I just ordered some food and my wait driver's name's Devante.
That's funny. Oh, coming up to the fellatio joke soon. Imagine a cop saying that. You.
Not today.
Nope.
Not today.
No, not today, ladies and gentlemen. Not today.
And he shouldn't. And they should never talk to anybody that way.
No, they shouldn't. I mean, this is just, you know.
God, that 1970s beer can.
Yep. Of course, this is shot all in Canada here in Toronto, but they have to have American flags all over the place.
Oh, is the setting in the U.S.?
Yeah. It's
I
supposed
thought
to
it
be in the
was
US.
set in Canada.
No, it's supposed to be in the U.S.
Oh shit! Okay? So from the narrative, from the story, what university are they at?
Don't know.
Okay.
No, I don't even like it.
You never found out. Like they never said like where this was. Was this like a New England area?
No,
or
the town. Okay, so the town's name is Bedford, but some people have said, "Hey, there's a Bedford in Pennsylvania."
Falls, like,
Well, that's what I mean. But
Life.
just because there's a Bedford maybe where you live doesn't mean that's where it is. I live in Toronto, Canada. There's also a Toronto in the U.S. It's like some small town or something.
Dude, there's a Hartford in Georgia, and it's not
That's
Hartford,
what I mean.
Connecticut.
There's a Georgetown 20 minutes up the road from me, and there's a Georgetown in Washington. Like, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean there's a Bedford in Nova Scotia here in Canada as well. I have a sister that lives
I just
out there.
never knew that this took place I thought this story was set in Canada.
No, it's getting better, but there is this, I don't want to call it an inferiority complex, but it's the marketability for whatever reason. And there are some stats to prove it, that if an audience knows that it's a movie that takes place in Canada or a show that takes place in Canada, that it's not as marketable. Now that's changing, which is so funny to me because they shoot in Toronto all the time and tell you it's New York and Chicago.
Yeah, you guys crank out some good shit, man. You got some great actors. What the fuck?
We do. Your mouth would hit the floor. Not you, Tony, but just people in general's mouths would hit the floor when you realized how many of your American cities are actually Canadian.
Oh, yeah. Smallville, Kansas. Okay, the show Smallville, Kansas was filmed in Vancouver. The house is in Vancouver too. It's in the country of Vancouver, but the Kent house for Smallville is in Vancouver. And
that makes sense because Superman obviously it's an American. He's not American.
Supernatural, all that. It takes place in the U.S., but it's filmed up in Vancouver.
Yeah, tons of stuff. Tons of stuff.
God, look at that 70s goalie mask, man.
I know. It's so wild.
Iconic, man. That's like a goalie mask. Like, I get why they wear the super protective stuff today. I totally, but man, to me, this is hockey. Like the 80s, you saw a little bit of this still when we were growing up, but yeah, those goalie masks back then are wicked.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty awesome. Now, this guy here, his name is Art Hindle. He's here in Toronto. I'm going to see if I can get him on the show. Art Hindle's.
See if he has that goalie mask still.
I should. He's a Canadian actor. He's been in a bunch of American shit too. But he's still around. Yeah, he's still kicking. Actually, our DP, who's shooting It's Me, Billy, just shot a feature film with Art Hindle.
Nice.
So. Yeah. Peter. Look at these guys like, well, if that's the way you want to play, you fucking piece of shit.
Like Back to the Future.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You're just too loud.
You know, and this movie, like, again, it's a slow burn film. I mean, there's a lot going on. It's not just Billy. There's a lot going on with the characters, right? The characters are actually quite well developed. A lot of subtext that's going on, or subplot, I should say. Not a lot of subplot. There's a lot of tiny things that are going on that, you know, it's not just people getting phone calls, you know, and I like it. I just like the atmosphere of the film and
we're 30 minutes in and there's only been one kill so far.
That's right. Yeah. I forget how many are in the one. Oh yeah. There's like, yeah. There's a few. See, there's the American flag on the desk.
No, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Saxon hasn't shown up yet, has he?
No, he's here at the desk right now, I think.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is like his first.
Yeah. And Saxon was not their first choice to play this guy. It was somebody else.
Is it true that I heard that like he literally like flew in and like got off the plane and went right to set and started filming?
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. And the first scene they filmed was that he filmed was when they were out in the snow, like in the morning, and he had like the megaphone or something.
Yes. That's what I had heard.
Apparently, Art Hindle, I think, still has this fur coat.
That is a pimp coat.
That is a fucking pimp ass coat. That is an amazing coat.
PETA nightmare of a coat.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is an absolute nightmare. Yeah, I've been taking her out.
Class actor, just all the way around. Good character actor.
Saxon,
yeah, great in this. Great in Enter the Dragon. Obviously awesome in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yep. There's the house. Great shot. And the exterior of the house is also the interior of the house. For those of you that may be wondering or whatever, they actually shot in the house. It is the interior.
That's a big ass house, man.
It's a big house. Yeah, it's a big house. Good old Canadian Margot Kidder. She's drunk.
She was Loomis before Loomis was Loomis.
That's right. And Andrea Martin there with the curly hair. She's a Canadian actress too, obviously of SCTV fame. And I think she was in the remake in 2006 too. And,
what's SCTV?
SCTV was, it was in the States too. It stands for Second City lost Tony. Uh-oh. Hope Tony didn't, let me see if we can get Tony back. I wonder if the power went out where Tony is. Let's see if we can get Tony back. And reconnect. Let's see. Ooh, no. Oh, wait. There he is. He's back.
It's the storm, guys.
I was just going to say, I thought I thought that was the storm.
So you were describing SCTV. What is it?
SC.
SC.
Yes. Okay. SCTV stands for Second City Television, and it stands for Second City Improv. So they have there's a Second City Chicago, there's a Second City Toronto, and Toronto was one of the first. And in the late 70s, early 80s, there was SCTV, which was like Canada's version of Saturday Night Live. And that's where John Candy came from, Eugene Levy, Martin Short, Andrea Martin, Catherine O'Hara.
Heavy hitters, man. Shit.
Yeah. Even Catherine O'Hara came from there too. So if you YouTube SCTV, John Candy, Eugene, you'd get a ton of old fucking shit. They're playing all sorts of funny characters. Anyway, Andrea Martin with the curly hair there, who plays Barb. I think she's Barb. No, she Barb? No, Margot Kidder's Barb.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's Barb. Anyway, she came from that. And this would have been probably just a little before SCTV. She's still around though.
Super chat from Charlie McGrath.
You're
Dave,
quite
Tony.
loud again. 1 second, Tony. Hang on. Let me see if I can make you less loud.
Have either of you seen The House of the Devil, filmed in 2009? but takes place in the 80s and looks like an 80s movie. Definitely a slow burn mood atmosphere. Think you'd enjoy it. I will have to check that out because I have not seen The House of the Devil. Thanks for the referral.
Yeah, exactly. You're quite loud. I think you're louder than me. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just.
Should I talk like this? Does this matter?
Oh, I can fucking hear that thunder. Holy shit. You guys must be getting a lot of thunder.
This is like every day for us, dude. We get these storms down here. And it's awesome when you're a horror fan because they go together.
Yeah,
Thunderstorms, horror movies.
Yeah.
Hot girl by your side. Just a great night. Well, not tonight, but,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a great shot. The shot of Peter just like
Anger management much?
Oh, there's an echo. There's an echo? An echo from me? Okay.
But Dave!
There's an echo. Okay, there should be no more echo. There should be no more echo. Blah, 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 blah. Echo, echo, echo. Should be no more echo. Chat room, let me know. Oh, there's still an echo? No, good, good. Some people saying good. Echo City. Good now. Fine now. Echo, all good. Okay, well, I will hear myself. No, there's no echo. There's no echo. We're good. Won't be long, Mrs. Mac. Phil, that's it. Phil. Yeah, her name's Phil.
God, even those Christmas lights. We had Christmas lights similar to that, like that, but they were different color ones, the big Christmas bulb ones like that.
Yeah, yeah.
We had those growing up. And then we would like douse the tree with tinsels.
Yeah.
It was so funny because you'd have these nice ornaments on the tree, but like you couldn't see it because we just literally covered the tree in tinsel. Then as we got older, our parents were like, yeah, not so much on the tinsel, guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is his first scene, right?
This is the first scene he did. Yeah, this is the first scene he did.
Got off a plane and came straight here and just said, all right, give me a megaphone. What do you want me to do? Got it.
That's it. Charlie McGrath sends in a $10 super chat, says, Dave, Tony, have either of you seen the house? Oh, no, you already answered that.
I did.
House of the Devil. I haven't seen it either. I haven't seen it. So I would definitely check it out. Yeah, John Saxon here literally just got off the plane and went to the set. That's what he was doing.
You know what I love about this scene? Again, is these are little details. This like reminds me of the little details in The Exorcist when the priest is running on the track. I feel the cold. I feel that it's a cold night. You can see even a little red on their nose. You can see a little bit of the breath as they're breathing. Yeah, I just like little details like this in films. You know, It makes you feel like you're there. You can feel the cold, just like in The Exorcist when he's running in the morning. You can feel that cold, that dreariness.
Oh yeah, you can definitely feel the cold.
Is that Toronto in the background?
Are the lights over the water?
Yeah.
Part of it, probably somewhere, yeah. And this is Cure Delay. I think that's how you say his name. Cure Delay? Let's see. I think it's Cure Delay. Cure Delay. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. I can totally see what's her face playing this role
Betty
too.
Davis?
If they got Betty Davis.
I mean, she's good. I like her.
Oh yeah, no, she's fine. She's fine. She's great. There's Claude licking the mat, licking the what a great shot. What an iconic shot. And like as I talked to Lynn too, I said, even though you were only in the movie for 15 minutes, like alive, you have one of the most iconic deaths in the movie and in horror, period. Like you're like a symbol. You're on every Black Christmas poster, every Blu-ray, you're like a symbol of horror. People know that symbol.
And I'm sure when they're making it, she's not even thinking this at the time, that this is what it's going to turn into. She's probably like, I'm in a bag, in a chair, what the fuck?
Right. Yeah, exactly. If you still hear an echo, folks, refresh your page. This is a great kill too. I love that, hearing the cat in the attic. It's like, where are you? What are you doing up there?
We missed a couple super chats. Well, let's see here. Let me roll back and check. Got Charlie. Mandel Goodman sent us a nice $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Mandel. Kevin Bacon's boner, Dave, D&T, what's your favorite Billy phone call? That would be a Dave question because I'm not as knowledgeable on Black Christmas as Dave is, so I couldn't tell it. But like all of them, I mean, they're great. You know what I mean?
Billy phone call. I don't know. Probably the one that I said earlier, the one that it's already happened. Billy's talking a bit about Agnes, and it was really eerie and fucking creepy as all hell. This is such a great shot coming up here. They would use a zoom lens for sure. When Mrs. Mack notices Claire in the chair and they use the zoom lens, it just goes woof right on her. Oh, it's fucking eerie. Just creepy as all fuck. It's coming up.
I forgot she's the second one who gets it in the film.
Yeah. That's a great shot too. He's ready. He's ready. Here it comes. Right here. This is so good. Boom. That's so, and the candle and everything. And it's so great. It's so 70s. Her response. Yeah, this is great too. And her shoe falling off and away she goes. And again, folks, I mean, you know, you got to think about it watching these movies in their context, you know, in 1974. And, you know, this was, you know, frightening to people. I mean, it was one of those movies that was genuinely frightening. You know, I mean, you can watch Texas Now and This Now and Halloween Now. And if you're younger, be like, well, this isn't, well, yeah, of course, in comparison, but it's all relative.
This Texas and Halloween is still better than anything that's come out today. The Conjuring is good. Yeah, I mean,
Conjuring's
definitely.
Good, yeah.
And there's like I said,
First Insidious was good.
Yeah, there's good movies that have come out in the last 20 years. We've said that several times, but in the overall, you know what I mean? We were talking about this last week, you know, when you think about the horror films that came out from 1978 to early 2000, I mean, or 1980, I mean, it's insane. We don't get that anymore with, you know, hit after hit after hit. Damn.
That's it. Oh, yeah, he's going crazy. He's angry. Billy's angry.
Billy's going Alec Baldwin on this shit.
Billy's going Alec Baldwin.
That's what it remind me of. You ever see those videos, man, of Baldwin freaking out?
Oh, yeah.
That dude is seriously, like, not all there.
What dude?
Baldwin.
Oh, Baldwin.
Like, he's, like, flipped out on some people sometimes. I'm like, bro, you need, like, 10 Xanax, man. Chill out.
Yeah, Baldwin, definitely. Okay, 1 second. I'll be back.
Well, Edwin, we don't, dude. If we did, I wouldn't be having to say that, Tony. We don't get that anymore, Michael.
That's true. That's true.
Just spitting facts.
Yeah, that's true. I'll be back in just a couple of seconds here. Not 5 minutes, but just a couple of seconds. Hang on.
Yeah, Hereditary is a good flick. Like I said, guys, you know, I mean, there's been movies here and there, but I mean, when you think about like from 1978 to just 81 or 82, you had Halloween, Friday the 13th. You had The Shining. I mean, that's just in the 3-year run. You're talking about iconic films. Just in 3 years, you know, back to back to back to back to back. Now it seems like you get a film like, you know, Hereditary, The Conjuring, that are like 10 years apart from each other. This is a good scene. If you were to say like I like this phone call scene because I like the intensity on Olivia Hussey's face. You know, so if I had to pick one, it would be this. Amityville Horror, 79. When a Stranger Calls came out during that run. Really? You know she's Jesus' mom in a movie? She's Mary. Which one? Is it the greatest story ever told or the... Yeah. No, she's Mary, though. She's Jesus' mom in one of those. One of those old, iconic, like, long 3-hour films that they used to make. Dave, no audio from you. Hang on, guys. Check.
Test,
I can hear
there we
you.
go. You can hear me? Should be.
I mean, I heard you the whole time.
Yeah. Well, now you should.
Dave.
This is great too because they make you think it's
The boyfriend?
yeah.
Echo.
No,
Yeah.
it is the boyfriend. They make you think it's
They're
Bill.
saying you're echoing.
For fuck's sakes. Fucking Jesus Christ. Shouldn't be doing that. There. I should not be echoing now. Fucking technology, man. Yeah, they make you think like they do. They make you think it's Peter.
Didn't Alien, the first one, come out 2 in 79 or 78? Somewhere around there? That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, look at the films I just rattled off from 78 to 80. You know what I mean? Like, it's like we don't get that shit anymore. We get one like every 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
New, okay? Not a remake, but new, original.
He's totally into her, but she's not into him anymore. He doesn't give a fuck.
She also was Juliet, right? In Romeo and Juliet, the original.
Yeah,
Romeo
yeah,
and
she was
Juliet.
like 15.
You ever see the dude who plays Romeo in that? He looks like Zac Efron's father.
Oh, yeah, he does. He does.
He does, yeah.
He totally does. Yeah, he does. I feel bad for this guy. He's looking for his daughter.
That's Claire's father, right?
Yeah, we know she's dead in the attic.
Timestamp is, I'm at 47:50.
Yeah. There is no echo, guys.
Jacqueline McEwen. I hope I said that right. Every time I watch this movie, I think about Peter, the boyfriend, looks like a young Malcolm McDowell from A Clockwork Orange. Yeah, I could totally see that.
Yes.
Definitely see a little Malcolm Clockwork in that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys probably, a lot of guys, I should say, had that style, that look at this time in the 70s. This was a very popular look.
It was.
Ethan LeBlanc, nice super chat. I thought It Follows. Yeah, It Follows was good. Again, but when did It Follows come out? Like, what, 6 years ago or something?
2014, I think.
Yeah. But I agree. It Follows that's a decent movie.
This is such a Peter wants to marry her. And she's like, yeah, no. I want to fuck other guys. That's basically what she said.
Pretty much.
That's basically what she said.
Your penis is too small. I need something bigger.
Exactly. Exactly. That's it.
Peter, size does count.
Exactly. That was actually in the original draft. The original title of this movie, of the script, was called Stop Me. No, it actually was called Stop Me. You were going to say...
I was going to say something else, but there you go.
What great lighting. I don't love you anymore, Peter.
I only came one time in my life. I only came this close to asking someone to marry me. One time.
Wow.
That was in my early 20s.
Wow.
then I talked myself out of it. I was like, what are you doing? Because I told myself, I was like, I'm in my early 20s. I got plenty of time. There I am, 41, still have no desire. Marriage scares the shit out of me, man.
I have no desire.
I don't mind lifelong companion, a girl to share a life with. Like, that's cool. But marriage, no. Fuck no.
This guy's character's just sad now. Claire's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's over. Go home. It's over. John Saxon.
What are they laughing at?
Oh, the fellatio thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. True, the government will consider us common law marriage if we're together for 7 years, but we don't have to pay taxes. That's the tax bracket is different. Although you do get a break when you're married, but
that's right. Yep.
You still file when you're not. Even after 7 years, you can still file independently. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Wow, the lights are flickering big time.
They?
Yeah.
Oh, power may go out.
That's definitely an indication because that happens a lot. But we definitely lose power.
Your pumpkin behind you there. Oh no, it's just going on and off. It's supposed to do that, right?
Yeah. It's just doing it's just doing its thing. It runs through a cycle like that. Actually, that's Annabelle. She's just fucking around with us.
It's just Annabelle. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's the ghost that's haunting me.
Yep. So. Okay. Nope, it's working okay.
Sinister Artisan, yeah, I agree. Sinister was okay. The first one, I actually just watched that like within like the last 2 weeks. I finally watched that film with Ethan LeBlanc. It was good. That's like around what 2008, somewhere around there, give or take.
Sinister.
Yeah.
No, Sinister was. You mean Ethan Hawke?
Ethan Hawke.
Sinister was 2012, I think.
Oh, so it was same year Conjuring.
Conjuring was 13.
That. No, Conjuring was 12.
13.
You sure?
Hey,
I thought
Google,
I saw that in 2012.
What year did The Conjuring come out?
In Canada, The Conjuring was released on July 19th, 2013.
Canada. What about the U.S.?
Same thing. A domestic
release. I remember seeing it in August of 2012. I'm telling you, dude. I know because I remember the girl I was dating at the time, and I dated her in 2012. I was not dating her in 2013.
Release date, United States, July 19th, 2013.
Was it really 2013?
Yeah. Whenever there's a domestic, like Canada and the U.S. means domestic. So if we get something up here in Canada that is released on a date,
I was dating her in 2013.
99.9% of the time, it's also released in the U.S. on that date. Yeah, it was 2013.
So anyway, so Sinister was 2012. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I like I said, I finally sat down and watched it. It was a good flick. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, we do get good movies over the last 20 years, but it's not that consistent. It's not what we got in the 70s. Definitely not what we got in the fucking early to mid 80s. I mean, we were just getting, for horror fans. Okay.
That's it.
Again, I'm talking for horror fans. We're getting hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
It's like, one every couple of years maybe. And it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. John Saxon doing his best Donald Thompson impression here.
Sure.
Maybe this is Donald.
Prepping for what was going to come in a decade, 10 years from now.
That's right. Maybe in an alternate universe, this is Donald Thompson.
Could be.
Or maybe Donald Thompson is Lieutenant Fuller. I mean, you know, in a different time. Who's Mrs. Mac? She likes to eat Big Macs.
Betty Davis.
Betty
Now,
Davis.
you do have a green phone like this, right? That's because I know you have the black phone in the promo picture, but you
well,
have,
it's one of those things where it's like, do you know what? Do you know what I actually hang on? What I like about this, this scene is you get a real sense of sort of the darkness of the like it's got a cozy atmosphere to it, but at the same time it's still sort of eerie, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's an eeriness to it that is just sort of creepy to me. And hang on. All right. Check your phone.
I see it.
You see it?
I see it.
Yeah, that's why.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Loud and clear.
And then, of course, you got Peter creeping around outside like a fucking pervert.
He's Michael Myers and shit.
Yeah, exactly. And but again, it's feeding into that
Misdirect of us thinking.
right. And the reveal of what they do to Jess's character to make her think that it's Peter, it was brilliant.
Oh,
it was brilliant.
Absolutely.
When she starts to hear Billy reciting, because as far as they know, Billy's not in the house. Nobody knows that Billy's in the house. And later on here, Peter and Jess begin to have an intimate conversation about the abortion. And there's certain things that Peter says, or that Jess says or something, that Billy recites back on the phone. And she's like, oh my God, who else would know about this conversation but Peter? And it's really good. It's really good the way they do it. Would you be okay if I go up to bed? Translation. Would you be okay if I go up to die?
Boy, Margaret Kidder's been like out of this film for quite some time.
Yeah, she's asleep, isn't she, in bed?
Well, I mean, she had a lot of scenes, and then I don't know. She's just been MIA for like the last 20 minutes.
I think because she was drunk. Somebody earlier in the film was like, take her up to bed. Because remember, she was talking about like, the turtle story, and she was starting to get a little kind of like, okay, she needs to fucking go to bed. So she's in bed. But you will see her again, because obviously there's her death scene. No naked boob yoga, but...
It's all right. We got that last week in Amityville.
There you go. Yeah. All right. This is the way it used to be done, kids.
Oh, man. Tracing
Jesus.
calls was not easy for these guys back in the day.
Not at all. Donald Thompson. Maybe in A Nightmare on Elm Street, it's Lieutenant Fuller, and this is really Donald Thompson. Some weird, I don't know, some weird kind of alternate reality, alternate universe of some kind. I keep refreshing to see if...
There's Alec Baldwin playing with a corpse.
That's right. What a great shot, though.
It is.
Great lens choice.
Good POV perspective.
Yeah.
And I like how he's perfectly placed the doll in her arm too. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. Nice shot with the fire behind her. Phone. Yeah. And just waiting for that call. I think the conversation about the wart and shit has already happened, I think. Maybe this is where Billy actually says it, maybe. Can't remember. Yeah, those hands there are Bert Dunker, whatever his name is. Camera operator. Which isn't necessarily always the same guy as the cinematographer.
Cinematographer, yep.
Yeah. It depends what you're doing. Oh yeah, here comes Barb's death. Oh, that's right. The doorbell rings and Jess goes to the door because she has to not hear this death. Oh, that's right. Misdirect at first, right. She goes up, spends time with her, and then, okay, yeah. Forgot about this.
Her asthma, right?
Yeah, asthma, yeah. Yeah, this is before Superman, before Amityville.
Although she's not doing her inhaler properly.
No, she wasn't.
Because I know somebody who has asthma.
Don't you have to press it down?
Yeah, you have to press it down, and she's definitely not doing the inhaling part right.
Yeah.
That was not. Someone missed that one.
Don't forget, folks, as well, the Indiegogo campaign for It's Me, Billy is still online. You have 3 days left. Hoodies are still available. T-shirts are still available. Toques, winter hats are still available. And the advanced screening is still available. Blu-rays are still available. 3 days left. Just want to let you guys know, we have reached our goal, but there's still days left if you want to get some perks. And, of course, the extra always helps.
Absolutely. See, this is the type of, like, what you need. You need, like, the kids choir through your film. Because I think these is creepier than, like, the instrumental stuff. There's just something, if you do it right and if you overlay it in an echo, it's just fucking creepy.
It can be. Yep, it can be. Some people have asked Bruce and I if well, actually, we've had a number of composers reach out to us wanting to score It's Me, Billy. And It's Me, Billy is, again, if you haven't noticed, Black Christmas doesn't really have a score. And I'm not talking about this, the carolers, but it's just piano scrapes and sound design, which you'll hear here, I think. No, they just want to use the kids in the background, which is, you might hear it a little bit. Yeah, you do hear it a little bit. Anyway, that's all there is in this movie. And so we're going to play it in the same sort of style. I mean, we'll make it our own, but same kind of thing. So it's something that I feel confident in designing here in my studio. And, we designed all of the sound for the teaser. So if you liked all the sound in the teaser, well, you'll get that and then some in the film.
Sweet. You should get John Carpenter to do it, man.
Yeah, I reached out to John Carpenter, and we had lunch, and he told me to fuck off, and I said, yes!
He probably would say that.
He probably would.
And he'd be like, no, man, I'm just kidding. Come back. I'm all about collecting a payday.
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
That's right. That's right. Here he says it. He says the line right here. Well, he says it a couple times in this movie, but he says something like, don't tell him what we did. Like, it's me, Agnes, or it's me, Billy, I think. That's a creepy shot, too. Looking right up at him with that one eye.
And that's the only time we see Billy, right? Or ish.
You see him ish. Yeah. Yeah, because you see him a little bit. Obviously, there's the famous eye shot yet to come, but yeah.
1974, this would have absolutely been intense for the audience.
Right.
It's still intense now when you're watching it.
It is. Yeah.
It's a very intense kill.
It is.
And it's not showing a lot. You know what I mean?
No, it's
and that's
not.
what makes it great.
You don't see anything piercing
Little
the
blood
skin.
on her hand, and that's about
Yep.
it.
Yeah. Classic theater of the mind. You don't see any piercing
I've
of the
said that many
skin.
times. Man. Theater of the mind is the best.
Yep.
It's better to not see it and come up with it in your own mind mind of how bad it is.
Agreed. Darren Sands sends in a £5 super chat. Thank you, Darren. Says, Dave, with all this excess budget, craft services will be serving swan and turtle.
That's right. He's
truffle,
upgraded
excuse
his
me.
food, ramen noodles to swan and truffle.
We have the classiest restaurants in town catering with caviar and truffle and big layered cakes that are usually dished out at weddings. Oh yeah, we're going all out.
Oh, dude, when I do mine, man, not me. I'm going Kubrick
We're not
style.
doing that either.
No, I'm going
doing
Kubrick
that
style. It's going to be hot dogs and hamburgers and just like you're at camp. Okay?
Yeah, that's exactly what, because we're all going to be together for a week. So that's it'll be like, French fries, burgers, fish and chips, soup, sandwiches, bagels, oatmeal, cereal, things like that. It's not going to be like you can't. And even that, serving like a crew of 20 people for an entire week, even just with a regular grocery shop that you would do with your family, just regular stuff like, burgers, fries, is going to cost like, God, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 for the week, maybe.
Well, think about it. My average grocery per week is probably around $150 to $200. Give or take.
Right.
So now multiply that
times that by 20.
20.
Yeah. There it is. Looking like having a wart removed. And that's the moment when she's like, oh my God, it's fucking Peter. That would be so creepy. And the way he says it, like having a wart removed. The way it's so like chilling. Like, who is this? It's great. Jess, it's me. It's Donald Thompson. Can you sense if he's wearing a green and red sweater at all? See, she doesn't want to tell anybody that she's pregnant. It's a secret. I don't think anybody knows. I don't even think her parents know.
Well, it would have been taboo in 1974.
Right. And she doesn't want it.
Right. And that would have been very taboo in 1974.
That's what I was saying earlier. Exactly. You see, we can, I like that subplot. Like that. I like that. Like that. That's interesting. But they're not beating you over the head with any sort of.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You get it. It's subtle. You get it.
It's subtle. You get it. It's part of her character. It makes you realize that Jess is independent. She's capable of making her own decisions. She's strong. She's got a strong personality. And she's like, I don't want this baby. I mean, maybe she should have thought of that before she, but. Or maybe Peter gypped her. What the hell is going on here?
Sounds like Dr. Loomis's brother.
It does. Ethan LeBlanc sends in a $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Ethan. Says, I love reading horror novels. For that reason, every scary thing you have to create in your own mind. And when you always see it in the scariest, and you also, yep. Oh, yeah. I mean, how many times do I talk about that on this channel?
Yep.
It's great stuff. Southpaw82. Thank you, buddy. Says, ever wonder why did Michael not kill the Elrods? No, not really.
They're old. They're out the door anyways. I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah, I never really wondered. Maybe he just wasn't attracted to Mrs. Elrod.
Probably thought that I'd just give her a heart attack if I leave some blood on the counter.
That's it.
Want some mayonnaise on your sandwich?
Some mayonnaise on your sandwich.
Yeah, she says it like that, too.
He's watching Night of the Living Dead, right?
He is, yeah.
That's right. Coming for you, Barbara.
Yeah. They're coming for you, Barbara. Stop it! Stop it! They're going to get you, Barbara.
Did we watch that already? I think we did.
We did. Yeah, we did. Yeah. About a month or two ago, maybe?
Yeah.
What great. I love this. I love this lighting. Now, obviously, the light source is supposed to be from the fire only. It wouldn't be from the fire only. They would definitely have probably a single, maybe a key light set up to just add that extra. But it's what a great, nice environment, like very warm. It's creepy. Pick it up. wonder if I can get that exact. I have to look, see if I can get that exact same ring.
I think you could.
Probably. You're lying. You don't want to straighten things out with him. Oh, I know why she's saying that, because she's trying to keep him on the line.
Right.
That's what it is.
Him.
Right. No, she actually thinks it's him.
It's him, right?
At this point, that's why. Okay, for a minute, I'm like, you're fucking lying. Don't believe her, Peter. But Peter's not the killer. But he's neurotic. You know, maybe a little jealous. Obsessive, jealous.
Stage 5 clinger.
Yes. Stage 5 clinger.
I love Wedding Crashers, man. That's a good movie.
Yeah, haven't seen that in years. You see, and the way he's crying, he sounds like it could be Billy. True.
No, it's a great misdirect. That's one of the things I love about this movie.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I first saw it, I thought it was Peter.
Yeah.
And then when it turns out to be, and even when you sort of kind of see Billy for the first time, again, the hairstyle looks like Peter.
Yep, that's right. Apparently he wasn't. Yeah, they didn't get him long enough. I just noticed that the Masonic floor, the checkers. Wow, interesting.
Well, that was common back in the day. We had that in our classroom too, in grammar school.
Yeah, it was. It was more common then. You listen to that? Jess, cat's out of the bag. Here's how she reveals it. She reveals it. I think actually a couple of her friends know. I think Phil knows. Look at the shadow in the background behind Phil. Do you catch that? There's a shadow in the background when you watch Phil standing right. Look at that. See that? Very Michael Myers like.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Halloween was definitely inspired by this film.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was. But you can see the shadow kind of moving back there, and they're the only ones left alive in the house, or just these
kind of like the Annie scene, you know, with
right.
Michael in the background and Annie's on the phone.
Right. Yeah. Because these are the only two left in the house alive.
Oh, it's Tabitha Short's birthday. Happy birthday, Tabitha.
Is it? Oh, no. It's happy birthday, her son.
Oh, happy birthday to her son. Happy birthday to your son.
Happy birthday to your son, Tabitha. That's amazing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Austin. The little boy.
That's the bottom line, because I'll say it so.
Not the town or the city. Happy birthday to you. Sorry?
I was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom line, because I say it so.
That's the bottom line. Stone Cold said so. Yeah, there's many moments when I look at Olivia Hussey in certain lighting, I'm that there is a resemblance to Victoria, which is great.
Oh, huge, man. She could totally be her daughter.
Yeah.
Big time. A lot of similar facial features. Now, with her new hairstyle, not so much. If her hairstyle, if she goes back to the darker for the film, you definitely can see it.
If you look, I don't know if you saw her on the show yesterday, but she has her hair was, it looked darker.
I didn't see yesterday. There was the other one where I was in when I caught her, and she had done her hair, like a different. Yes. She looked more like Scout's sister. She looked like she could be sisters with Scout.
It looked darker yesterday. Looked dark yesterday because it has been a month.
Her headshots, man. Oh my god, yeah. Her headshots, the shit that you shared before, she totally looked like she could be Olivia's daughter.
Yeah, granddaughter, but yeah.
Or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
A descendant.
Yeah, actually, Olivia Hussey actually has a daughter who is about 26, I think. Her name is India. Oh God, it's the name of her husband, Olivia Hussey's husband, India something. Anyway, who's an actress, and she's acting.
Yep.
Olivia had her later in life. Like really, Olivia Hussey's daughter is actually of an age that could be her granddaughter as well, because Olivia Hussey's 70 and she's got like a 26-year-old daughter. But Olivia Hussey
did have her later in life.
Yeah, Olivia Hussey had her when she was like 43 or something.
Good on her.
Yeah, good for her.
That's not easy for a woman to do at that age.
It's not.
43 years old?
Yep. Intel Wild says, happy birthday, Austin. Tabitha Sun. That's right. Happy birthday, buddy. Little buddy Austin. All right.
What happened?
Don't forget to check on Earl with your shotguns. These fucking losers.
Earl?
No.
Are we watching Halloween 4?
Yeah, I know. Only in the door is locked. Hello.
He plays the cop so well.
Oh, he does. He's a great cop. He looks like a cop.
He does. He just, yeah, he plays it, or a detective. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He looks like a cop. Like that's what a lot of this movie is, just soundscape like that. What you're hearing right now. This is great too. Barb? That was so good. All you heard was Agnes. And then he shuts the door on her. It's so great. And then, of course, this just perpetuates the cops thinking it's Peter as well, because Lieutenant Fuller goes to the auditorium here and he sees what Peter did to the piano.
Oh, when Alec Baldwin on the piano?
Yeah, so he immediately thinks, well, he's angry. He's got motive now. He's angry at something. You know, he thinks he's, you know, he knows that Jess is pregnant. Oh, yeah. You know, when we do end up finishing the movie, It's Me, Billy, we should have like a double feature where we watch this movie and then we watch It's Me, Billy.
That'd
be a lot of fun.
There you go.
Yeah, that'd be fun. If I owned the rights, I would package it on the Blu-ray.
That would be really nice.
That would be really cool, but I can't do that, kids. I can't do that. I'd be sued out of my
That would be
house.
a no-no.
Yeah, I would be sued for everything I have. But it would be cool.
I like this shot too, looking through. It
Oh,
looks like it's a staircase.
Yes,
The camera's
yeah, the
looking
banister.
through the stair, or the banister, I mean. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. I love that. I love those. I did
Yeah.
a similar Michael shot like that. You know what I mean? Looking through
You
a
did.
fence. You
Yes,
know,
that's right.
I love shit like that.
Yep,
Oh, that's right. He didn't kill her yet. He's toying with her.
that's right.
How does she not hear that in the house? That's my only question. How does she?
Well, that's actually happening, I think, in the attic. In the attic, is it? Where's the baby? That's so crazy. That's so fucking freaky. Where's the baby? Ah. Like there's a lot there. If you decide, like if you pick that apart, you can put some things together with what he's saying.
Dude, this dude's off his rock. He needs like Nurse Ratched to take care of him.
Oh, yeah. You mean Billy? Yes, he does.
Billy, yeah.
Yeah, he does. How long have we been going here? We've been going our streams now into 3 hours and 13 minutes. Amazing.
Yeah, not bad. A couple glitches because of the storm, but you know.
Not bad.
We have, I think we hit 250 during Halloween, and we've teetered around the 200.
Yeah,
you know,
for Black Christmas.
For Black Christmas, so that's good.
191 right now. It's pretty good. Bedford Police. Amazing.
Ryan Guy, yeah, I just ordered Bill and Ted. I haven't watched it, but I did order it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna try to watch it maybe during the week sometime.
Amazing. Super chat Darren Sands, £5, says you could package It's Me, Billy on a future Black Christmas release if the right holders are interested. That is true.
That's true.
That's true. And if they are, we're open for discussion.
There you go.
If they ever came, if they liked it so much, they were like, dude, we this is amazing. We want to, great. Well, I mean, the best thing that would happen is that, oh, wait.
All right, this is when they find out the calls are coming from
this
in the
is
house.
Fucking wild. Hang on, I'll get back to Darren's thing here in a second, but.
Is Jennings dead? Yeah, Jennings is dead.
Yeah, Jennings. Yeah. What a great shot coming up over, seeing his neck there. Nash, yeah.
I think that's the most blood, cut that you see in the movie. I mean, you see Margot's hand, but I think in this is it the most.
That's right. I love that though. And the calls are coming from the house, sir. Like, holy fuck. And remember, now it's like an overused cliche. In 1974, I mean, the audience knew, but still.
Oh, and creating the suspense, knowing that the cop is dead.
Yeah. She's the only
now
one left
alone in the house. Yeah.
I love when she's like, Phil! Bob! Answer me! I love that. It's on the cusp of being a little too dramatic, but it still works.
Hey, she's going for her academy, man.
She's going for her academy there, yeah. She's like, this might be the last horror movie I ever do, which I think it was. We're first and only, I think. I think she was born in Argentina and then grew up in England, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I think.
Michael Dean, I grew up in my youth years through junior high in Enfield, Connecticut, and then high school years was in South Windsor, and some of my young adult years was in the South Windsor, Manchester area of Connecticut. I know where Derby is, though. I've been, down outside of New Haven and Bridgeport.
Look at this shot right
nice
here.
Nice area down there.
Another zoom lens. So we're just zooming up on her face like that. I love that. The look on her face.
You got to bring some of that back, man. You got to bring a little bit of that back, a little bit of that old G Black Christmas feels.
Yep. Boy, it's going to be a tight week. But yeah, hang on. I want to hear her say this, then I'll.
Tabitha, as of right now, Todd Fayer has the highest super chat for the Myers mask.
Amazing. And another zoom shot here coming up at the fire poker. Yeah, no, Darren, that would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. And that would be cool. I mean, it would be amazing if they were like, wow, this is so fucking good. We're just going to give you the money to just make the feature. And I'd be like, great. The only stipulation I'd have is I'd be like, great, but I to honor that, I think it'd be great if obviously you need a bigger crew, but everybody who worked on the film, DP as well, and Greg's a professional DP, so that's not an issue. Everybody, we get to do it. Victoria, Shelby, Malika, everybody, let's do it. You know, that would be awesome. But it would be equally awesome if they were like, yeah, we want to put this on a Black Christmas 50th anniversary is coming up in a couple of years. That'd be cool.
50, damn. 50.
That'd be cool. 1974, 50th anniversary release of Black Christmas. You watch Black Christmas and it's Me, Billy. Can you imagine?
In 8 years, dude, Halloween's going to be 50.
Yep. That'd be amazing.
Well, we'll be closer to 50. No, it can take its time.
Yeah. Here's
no
one
rush.
of the most... Another zoom shot is coming up here when we see Barb and Phil posed on the bed with blood, and one of the most iconic shots in all of horror, the eye shot. That's fucking freaky as all hell. And you hear him here. Listen, you hear him say the line, "It's me, Billy." I mean, he says it a couple of times in the movie, but I think this is the last time you hear him say it here. Fucking creepy, man. Jesus. Creepy as fuck.
Definitely, if she's not a scream queen, she's definitely a final girl.
Oh yeah, she is for sure. And the way he grabs her hair like that.
The adversity here of Billy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's intense. That was fucking intense. That was intense. He walks away. And then, of course, when she gets into the basement, she sees Peter come to the back window and she makes the connection, right? But how, like, but Peter would have to be literally insane to be going, and then all of a sudden,
go like all O.J. Simpson on that door.
Yeah, but then, like, in the same breath, like 3 minutes later at the back window, Jess,
all calm and cool. Yeah, like,
wholly bipolar or split personality.
Ask OJ.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Darren Sands, thank you, Darren, again for the £5 super chat. Says, well, Whiplash started as a short film, and look what all happened. It's true. So did Saw.
Lights Out.
Lights Out. That's right. That's right. The only thing is that I'd love to, and of course, you know, I mean, they would get to call the shots at the end of the day because they're the ones with the money, but it would be really cool if they loved it so much that they were like, hey, you know what? Yeah, bring your team over. You know, obviously we'd have to add more people, a bigger team.
Production, so,
exactly. Yeah. But those who did work on it, it would be great to carry over because everybody's, you know, working in the industry. So I don't think, you know, that'd be amazing. It'd be so, the look on everybody's faces to be able to tell them that. My God, it would be such an awesome thing. And Greg would be like, yeah, let's do it. That'd be awesome. Greg is so excited to shoot our movie. We're so thankful to have somebody like Greg on board. My God, we're so lucky. He's just so cool and just such an awesome dude. This is a cool shot though. The silhouette.
Yeah. The silhouette of him looking through.
Because you still don't, you still think, is that him or is it?
Is that Billy? You're right.
Yeah, is it Peter? Yeah. Yeah, it is creepy.
We had someone in the chat room with the name Tom Brady, because I'm seeing Tom Brady by Tom Brady. Or is that two different people that just the name Tom and Brady?
Oh, maybe that's it.
That could be what it is.
Yeah, that's probably.
I'm just seeing Tom and Brady up there. I'm like, wait, someone named themselves Tom Brady?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Jet. You're a killer, Peter. That's what she thinks. And he died. Well, I can't say anything. Can't say anything. It's self-explanatory, but I can't say anything until you see the movie. I mean, Tony knows, but I can't say anything live. That's a cool shot too. Through the, like, under the stairs as she's back and kind of into the corner. I like that.
Just doesn't trust it.
No, and he breaks the window. Like, he's fucking obsessed. And she murders him. She kills him.
Self-defense.
Self-defense. Yeah. Love the lighting in this basement. I'm going to have to take a screen grab of this. Not right now, but later. And I want to send this to Greg.
That's porn lighting for us photographers.
Yeah. Because when we were having our meeting with Greg, naturally, he was like, give me screenshots of any movie that you think is in line of what, you know, we want to
visually
do. Right. To kind of give him some ideas. And we've done that. And we have sent in some shots from this movie. But that shot there was really nice. I might send him that one. That's nice too. Yeah, a lot of zoom in this movie. It's cool.
Well, you got to think 1974. They didn't really have a lot of tricks to work with, so zoom was probably the.
Yeah, it's effective though.
Oh, absolutely. Something you don't see much anymore in horror films.
Yeah. You know, sometimes like I can still watch these kind of movies, and even though they're much tamer and maybe a little dated, I can get lost in some of the intensity of it. I can still be like, man, can you imagine? Can you imagine? You know what I mean? And that screaming from the house there, like, what the fuck? Woo! Of course, they got to break down the basement door. Here comes Donald Thompson. No, Lieutenant Fuller. Love how you can hear the wind still from the open window. Oh, it's so creepy. And you think she's dead at first, too.
Right.
But then she raises her head. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call her a scream queen, but it depends on your definition. She's certainly a final girl.
Absolutely final girl. She definitely
certainly
all the check marks to a.
She
a final
earned her
girl.
stripes.
Absolutely.
And here she is. Yeah. Yeah, because you hear Lieutenant Fuller say...
The only thing I never understood is like why they left her alone in the house at the end of the film.
Yeah, because they think Peter did it. Well, there's a cop on the front porch.
I mean, you know what I mean. Like,
but I know what you're saying.
They left her in this sorority house by herself. Like, I never understood that.
Exactly, and like, I mean, it's true. Like, if you think carefully on it, if you analyze it. To get into Bob Clark's head, what was he probably thinking? Well, you hear Lieutenant Fuller say, you know, he made a phone call after every death, which is true. And then, of course, they leave Jess alone, and then the phone begins to ring. But the question is, who's he calling, though? Like, if he's calling, like, he makes a phone call after every death. Yeah, but who's he calling? You know, at that point, because there's nobody left in the house. Is he just calling just to, you know, obviously it would be for the audience. But there's a lot you can play there. You know, maybe he didn't kill Jess. Well, obviously he didn't, you know? So, yeah, I look forward to, well, shoot the movie first and then I'll say that, but. But yes, it does work. It does have a very nice poetic ending with that line, you know, he makes a phone call after every death and then you hear the phone ringing at the end. It's like, oh, I guess he got her. But I mean, you know, you can play around with that. I feel so sorry for Claire's dad. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, she's sleeping. They think she's safe. Yeah. And this is a great shot, too. Actually, you know, the camera begins to move to the right in a couple of seconds and follow through the... And what's cool about this is that you see a lot of the places where the murders took place. Very much like Halloween.
At the end, yeah.
And this is this is 4 years before, because what we do here is we start moving, and then we go by some of the rooms of where he's been. There's one room. You can see the blood on the bed. You hear the boom. Love the Christmas lights and the reflection of the glass there. That's so great. There's another room. Stops on it. You know what I mean? Like, it is. It's
Oh, it's Halloween. Or Halloween definitely got the idea.
There's inspiration. Yeah, no, he didn't copy it, but there's inspiration. Yeah. Just like how Friday the 13th was inspired by Halloween. I mean, you know, to be fair, there's not a lot of Halloween in Friday the 13th, but I just mean in terms of filmmakers inspire each other all the time.
It's true.
It's so just pensive and eerie. As you're moving through, you just hear the clock ticking in the distance as we move towards the ladder that goes up to the attic. That apparently is not how you get up to the attic in that house anymore. There's a new way. I think that's all sealed off now, I read.
Okay.
Yeah, they must have like a staircase now or something. Did some renovations over the years. You can hear him singing. He's singing, yeah, the little baby, little baby. Yeah. It's me, Billy.
That's right. They forgot Claire and Betty White. Well, not Betty White, but the woman. Yeah.
Isn't that kind of cool that one of the last things he says, I just realized this, maybe I knew it subconsciously. One of the last things he says is, "It's me, Billy." And that's the last you hear of him. And then we're making a little sequel called It's Me, Billy.
Billy.
That's kind of cool, actually. I just, that's actually really awesome. It's almost like the perfect setup. And just moving away from the attic. What a great shot. And that's right. They never found them. Eventually, they'd find them.
You would hope.
You would hope. No, they're still there now.
That'd be really shitty police work.
Yep. So again, you can see the cop there on the porch. The credits are about to roll. The phone is going to ring. And yeah, that would indicate that maybe he's calling because he's trying to get the cop to answer the phone, but
who knows?
Who knows? But yes, that is something that is mentioned. You know, he makes a phone call after every death, and then all of a sudden, you know. But maybe not. It's not set in stone. We don't know.
No. And that's it. Roll credits.
Roll credits. The credits have rolled. Wow. Black Christmas 1974. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 hours and 31 minutes stream. And there are still 192 people watching right now. Holy snapping crap. Did we miss? I think the last super chat was Darren Sands there. Whiplash started a short film. I think that was the last super chat that came in, if I'm not mistaken there.
Yeah, and as of right now, Todd Fayer, you've got the Myers mask coming your way, and Intel Wild, you got a photo coming your way. Well, actually, Todd Fayer's got a photo and a mask because he won the photo the last time. He's still got to pick one out. He's got to go to my
right.
He's got to go to my Instagram and pick one.
That's right.
And he's got this mask coming his way.
Amazing. Very, very, very cool. Yeah. So, what do you want to do? Should we do 5 minutes of open questions, or do you want to? Yeah. Okay. Let's do 5 minutes of open questions. We'll just do 5 minutes open questions. Non-super chats as well. We'll take non-super chats.
Are we saying the contest is officially done?
Should the contest be officially done?
Because someone could come in here with a Hail Mary.
That's true. I don't want to, you know.
It's your call because this is your project, man.
That's true. You know what? Yeah. Let's say the contest is done. We'll take just a few questions of every super.
So congratulations to Todd. Todd, if you could reach out to Dave and give Dave your address on where you want me to ship everything to, that'd be super cool. And then
Todd, if your address is the same that you gave the Indiegogo campaign, I will just give that address to Tony. Oh, I think we lost Tony. Oh, no, there he is. He's there. And
then just let me know via Instagram or whatever, dude, if you want me to send them out. I mean, I can get the mask out tomorrow to you, and you're good. You just, you know, the picture, just whenever you decide you want to get that.
That's true.
And then Intel Wild, you also get a picture. So just let me know on Instagram which photo you want. And those are going to be 11 by 17.
Okay. 11 by 17. There you go. So make sure you get in touch with Tony. And Todd, if you're watching, I will send Tony the address that you gave on the Indiegogo campaign, because that's where he will ship it to. So hopefully that is the right address. And hopefully everybody who has contributed to the Indiegogo campaign has given the correct address, because obviously we need the correct address to be able to, ship the things to you. So we don't want them to get lost in the mail. So yeah, let's see.
Kenny, actually, this was Chris Baber did give me the first mask, which was made by the guy I mentioned his name earlier. Who made all three. Chris gave me this first mask, which I'm paying it forward and donating for Dave's campaign. The guy made the other two that are up here that I've been using. The same guy. He goes by the Blackest Eyes 78. Blackest _eyes _78. First name, his name is Rick, and last name is Ramby. Follow him on Instagram. His Myers masks are on point. That's why I went, when Chris donated this to me, I immediately went to him to get me the other two because the guy did a phenomenal job on them.
Right.
So
Cool. Very cool. So yeah.
No, Intel Wild, it is over. Where Dave has definitely put the end to the contest. You're in second, and Todd Fayer's in first.
Yes, that's right. You are second. That's right.
You're getting a photo. So hit me up, Intel, on Instagram, dude, to get your picture.
There we go. Tristan Baker says, Dave, do you have a girlfriend? I do. Yes, I do. I've been with her for a long time. And yes, I do. Let's see. The Film Addict says, hey, Dave and Tony, do you guys have a favorite Christopher Reeves movie besides Superman? For me, it would probably be Somewhere in Time with Jane Seymour. Love that movie. It's romantic.
That's the one I was going to go with, Somewhere in Time.
Beautiful film. Love that. If you guys have not seen Somewhere in Time, watch Somewhere in Time.
Good shit.
Very good.
But
shit.
Superman for sure would be my favorite Christopher Reeve movie.
Oh, yeah, for sure. David Lee Barron says, Dear Reverend Pichet, when will Tony Moran be exposed for the fraud that he is?
Tony
He
Moran?
has duped the face of humanity. Well, I mean, he's not doing anything illegal. Because, he's not going around saying he is Michael Myers in the whole movie. He's just not saying he's not Michael Myers in the whole movie when people phrase certain things in certain ways that would lead maybe somebody to believe that he's just Michael Myers from Halloween. So, my issue has never really been with again, I can't speak. What's his face there? Sean Clark, excuse me. I don't know why I had a brain fart there. But in a long stream, obviously Sean Clark has had more intimate personal dealings with him. So Sean Clark probably has a lot of issues with some of the things that Tony has said. My issue when I first started taking an issue with it was never what Tony said. It was always what he wasn't saying. And I just never understood. I mean, I understood why he was doing it, but I always was like, dude, just own it, own your role. Right. Don't inadvertently try to make it seem like you were more than what you really were, because you weren't. You were unmasked Michael Myers for 8 seconds. That's it. That is literally it. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there isn't.
That's majorly important. That's huge. That's huge.
But that's how you should own. That's how you should own it.
Right. And I've seen a lot of cons and a lot of conventions market Tony, but they'll have on the thumbnail or on whatever, they'll have Tony's face.
The original Michael Myers.
Yeah, they'll have the original Michael Myers from John Carpenter's Halloween, but then they'll also have a picture of Nick Castle as Michael Myers. They'll have the one where, he's looking over the banister, or the one where he's at the top of the stairs. It's that's not Tony.
That's Nick. That's not Tony.
And does Tony, if that was me, okay, it would be like this. I do Dylan's New Nightmare. Now, this would never happen, of course, but you'll see the point I'm making, okay? I do Dylan's New Nightmare. It's the principle what I'm talking about, right? And I'm Freddy. Wow, it looks amazing, amazing, amazing. And some convention wants to let's, because it's huge, right? And, I'm going down, and Miko's going down, and, we're all going down, Vince and Cecil, we're all going down. And on the poster, on the banister, it says, meet Freddy from Dylan's New Nightmare. And it's a picture of fucking Robert Englund as Freddy. Now, obviously, people would be like, that's Robert. It's a bit different, okay? But the point, it's the principle of what I'm talking about. I would be like, you got to change that. You have to change that. That's not me. That's clearly not me. You have to change that. But Tony Moran never does that. He never, ever does that. And if it was me, I'd be like, that's not, you know what I mean? It always bothers me. It would be like, like I always say, Sebastian Shaw, who was the unmasked Darth Vader at the end of Return of the Jedi. He's been long dead because he was ancient then. But if he was alive today doing conventions, it would be like people advertising, meet Darth Vader from Star Wars. Well, yes, from a certain point of view.
It'd be more like the original Anakin Skywalker.
Right.
Because he was the original Anakin as the Force Ghost.
Right. But it's more that, right? And yes, he's Darth. He's in the suit, but it's that kind of thing. No, he's unmasked Darth Vader. He's not just Darth Vader. That's David Prowse. And then the voice of Darth Vader, of course, is James Earl Jones. Anyway, artistic integrity is important, and Tony Moran never corrects anybody because he likes the attention. And I think, look, it's obvious why he doesn't. He feels that if he does, then people won't pay enough attention to him and nobody give a fuck about, so you're just that. And it's like, yeah, but that's your role. You think what the hell is the little boy's name? Will Sandon or whatever his name is, the guy that played little 6-year-old Michael? Well, you think he goes around going, I was fucking Michael on Halloween? No, because I was 6-year-old Michael on Halloween.
Anyway. Own it. Own what you did. That's it.
Own what you did. It's fucking amazing, man. That's how I feel anyway. $10 super chat from Nick says, if anyone is looking for a great courtroom comedy drama, then look into Bob Clark's 87 flick called From the Hip with Club's Jude Nelson, Biggs E. Perkins, and a very scene-stealing John Hurt also. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it either.
I'll have to check it out. Of course, Bob Clark, who directed Black Christmas, also directed A Christmas Story, which is interesting. And I think did he do Porky's? No.
Yeah.
He didn't do Porky's. Did he do Porky's? Did he do Porky's? He did do Porky's. He did. Yep. Another Canadian movie. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. A couple more minutes we'll go. I'm just scrolling back to see if there's
no Artisan. I have not seen Annihilation yet. It's on my to watch. It's on my to eventually I'll get to it watch list.
Yeah, it's very
There's
good.
like so many on that list, dude. It's just not in the top of the priority.
Yeah. Okay.
Edwin Sordo, hey Dave and Tony, what are your hobbies outside of your career? Well, that's pretty much it. That's all I do. If I'm
Jogging,
not doing photo shoots for clients, I'm doing
friends.
horror themed photos. But working out, I work out 6 days a week, so I guess that's a hobby.
That's about it. Probably. I don't really have too many hobbies, to be honest with you.
You get to like our ages, hobbies become like a, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's
I'm
true.
not saying that. Actually, no, that's not true because there's people who are our age that have like coin collections and different types of hobbies. But
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know because I'm too busy. Either I'm doing stuff for clients or I'm doing the horror stuff on my Instagram, which takes a lot of time to do.
Yeah, and you go hard into the paint on that shit.
I do. So, it's not. I don't. I mean, there's scouting the locations and stuff. Like a lot of that shit's time consuming. So it's like I don't have to. If I have any other time to do anything else, it's be at the gym.
It's true. It's true. Okay, listen, that is going to do it. That's going to do it, folks. It's been a long stream for Tony, Michael, and I. This is episode 85 of Two Dudes and Some Bullshit. Thank you to our moderators, I should say. Frank Riker, Tabitha Short, Darren Sands, and Jason Nike for doing what you guys do. It is amazing that you keep the chat room flowing in the ways that you do. Thank you to all the super chats that came in today, helping to contribute. Again, to It's Me, Billy. The campaign is still on. There's 3 days left. Hoodies, t-shirts, hats,
goodies,
Blu-rays. It's all there. Advanced screening still there. Any little bit more we can get to trickle in is greatly appreciated. Tony and I will be back next Monday at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is no Two Dudes tomorrow night because obviously we did it tonight. You guys are amazing. Tony, any last things you want to say?
Congratulations to Todd Fair for, once again winning this, awesome, match. And paying it forward is such a big thing and something I strongly believe in.
Yeah.
This mask was generously donated and given to me a long time ago. And it's really what started me off on the horror picture thing doing on Instagram by Chris Baber, your guy, your dude. Supporter of your channel, and I'm glad that in the paying it forward process it was giving it back to you and your channel to help you guys with this production. So Todd, enjoy the mask, dude, because I did. It's a great mask, well made by Rick and Intel Wild. Congratulations on the photo. You guys just need to let me know on Instagram which photos you want so I can get that out to you. And Todd, confirm with Dave your address so that I can get this out ASAP to you, dude.
Perfect. All right, folks. That'll do it for us. We'll see you soon. In the meantime and in between time, cheers.
Later, guys.